Hang on a minute, guys. Hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why is my screen dark? Hold on. Why is this not... is it plugged in? Yeah, no, it's plugged in. Hang on a second. I'm going to do a couple of things. I don't know why the screen is black. Let me... There we go. Why am I on the pictures mode? Okay. Anyway, Bark. Hey and hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to more Dynamax Adventures. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. And yes, Caitlin, it's absolutely fine to just spectate. No worries at all. No, you don't have to join in. It's just if people want to join in, then that's a thing we can do. We'll sort out who's going to play and who's not in a minute. Oh, it's Nightbot. Oh, there's Nightbot with the thing. Okay, good. Now we know why Nightbot wasn't working earlier. Nightbot just posted the list of legendary Pokemon, although that's probably less relevant now. But anyway, Bark. So hi everyone. Jaleisha, hi, lovely to see you. Yeah, you can, if you're able to join in, definitely come and join in later and everything. That would be really cool. So yeah, let's say hi to people. So hi Caitlin and Samakabo and Kramen. I like Kramen. And Tenchi and Zach. And hang on, I'm scrolling the wrong way. And Maria, hi. And Kevin, hi. And then Jaleisha, hi. And Satella, hi. And Xander, hi. And I feel like there are other people, but I'm not. Oh, and Lexi, hi. Lexi, we'll get this out the way now. So I've now watched 22 episodes of Beyblade. I'm really, really excited for 23 because the boys are back in town. The Hizashi brothers are back. But Jade very specifically told me you have to wait for both halves of the episode to come out. Don't watch one half and then wait like 2 days for the other. Wait until they're both out and then watch them together. So I'm honoring Jade's wishes, and so that's what I'm doing. But I think the second half comes tonight. The release schedule for this season has been very, very weird, but we'll talk about that later. And then let's see who else we've got. Do we have anyone else? A Nightbot, hi, as we said. And I think that's actually just about pretty much everyone who's said hi. But if I missed anyone, then obviously, as always, let me know. Let's kind of like half get into the... Well, no, we won't get into the game just for a sec. So, what we'll do, just if everyone who is sort of in chat and has their Switches ready and stuff, if you have your Pokemon Sword and Shield with the DLC and you've unlocked the Dynamax... Whoa! So first... Hi, Charlie. And second, £10 super chat from Charlie. Whoa, hi. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. I was thinking of something to do with England earlier that I might talk about during the stream, and I was like, Charlie might know about this, and now I don't know what it is. Maybe it will come back to me. But thank you so, so much. So what we'll have for people who are in chat, you're at your keyboards, but you have your Switch and your Pokemon Sword or Shield ready. What I will ask, so basically, if you're in chat and you want to do multiplayer today, I need you to chat and tell me two things. One, in like capital letters, put yes, to let me know that like, yes, you want to join in and play. And two, let me know if you are like free throughout the whole stream or whether you are on any kind of a deadline or anything like that. So we'll say if you're free, just put like yes and free. And if you're on if you're like on a bit of a deadline or a time crunch, put like yes and like limited or something like that. I don't know, but just basically let me know if you're like in a concise way. Just let me know, yes, I'm free, yes in capital letters is good. And then if you're like free for the whole stream or whatever, just put like free or available. But if you're more limited, just write something like limited. Okay, go. And then just if there's anyone who, because again, we'll try and make sure that like everyone has a turn, but if there's anyone who's like, oh, I'm only around for like half an hour, then they get to play first. So yeah. So, I think actually what I was thinking of actually, just in terms of like, oh, Charlie might understand something, but other people wouldn't. I think earlier I was just thinking of like random references and stuff. Like I make so many like random references. I feel like sort of my humor here at Beau Video Games is I make jokes that I think they are quite good jokes, but they're like very obscure and niche, and it's like if you get the reference, if you get like the thing or the two things I'm referencing, it's quite funny. But if you don't, I just sound like a very crazy random person. And so I just sort of I just think about some of the references I make and stuff like that, and yeah, I don't know. Like I think one I was thinking of earlier is because I just sometimes say random things and then I'm like, is anyone even gonna know what that means? You know, like, and so I think I was thinking of one where I was like, that's like a very British thing, or not many people outside of America wouldn't know it. Like I think one I was thinking of earlier was if I went like, feisty one you are. I think that's one which like Charlie may understand that, but like a lot of people wouldn't understand that. So okay, Charlie will be so Charlie's like yes, and we'll be here for like an hour. So okay, so Charlie can kind of go to the top of the list. It's just looking at exactly in between us. Yes, exactly. But I imagine the in between is an interesting one because I think it kind of, I don't know how long it will like be popular or relevant for or whatever. I think there are people with like a certain age gap or sort of window of time where like in between us will like be a really big popular thing, but as it goes on, it will get less and less relevant for people and stuff like that. So let's see, Samakopal will be pretty much here for the whole time. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it kind of is of its time as well, because there is stuff where it's kind of like that's a bit dated or a bit which, you know, it's one of those things where I'm able to still kind of look at it, very sort of separate that whole like that's not a cool thing, but you know, I know why it was funny at the time or whatever. So you're sort of able to still kind of laugh at some things. Other things are a bit less funny, but yeah, I feel like there's like a certain. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. So yes, Xander may need to step away at one point. Yeah, Kevin can stay for a while, but usually does leave at some point. Tenchi's going to be here the whole time. Phantom Slayer. And then okay. Oh, Jaleisha, you're back. Jaleisha, if you're here and around now, would you like to be part of the first round? Hang on. So if we try and get Charlie and Jaleisha, because I also don't think Charlie and Jaleisha joined us last week for the multiplayer madness, Doctor Strange in the multiplayer of madness. But and then maybe we could throw in Kevin just because Kevin is technically on a deadline. And then I don't know if anyone else was around on a deadline. But then we can figure out a fourth person like Samakable or whoever. Oh, Lexi, did you say yes? If you said yes, I didn't see a comment. Don't know if I missed it. But yeah, Lexi, if you want to join in or whatever, but I kind of forget some of the people who don't have Switches and those who do and those who don't, or those who have Nintendo Online and those who don't, or whatever. So okay. So what we're gonna do? So if that sounds good, and what we kind of do is as long as we get. Yeah, I was gonna say you don't. I was like, you don't have a Switch. Okay, so you put the like, because you had the, where was it? You had the hello with the upside down face, and I was like, unless you were replying to something else I talked about, but unless, or you were maybe replying to the Beyblade from, bless me, 2 minutes ago. But I was like, I don't think you have a Switch. So when you said hello, I was confused as to what you're referring. I was like, wait, you have a Switch? I didn't think you had a Switch. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do? So what you do? Okay. So for those who are new to this or whatever, thank you, Xander. So for those who don't, for those who haven't done this mode or haven't done this mode in a while or whatever, what you do. So there are two things you do. You're going to go to this place in the Crown Tundra. Hang on, sorry, I'm used to Scarlet and Violet. I guess these games are a year out of date now. But you're going to go to, you know, it's like here on the map. That is one thing about this game. It doesn't show your exact location, but it's like here on the map to the Dynamax Adventures cave place thingamajig. And then what you're going to do, so 1, you're going to go here. 2, you're going to press the Y button, so you go on this screen. And then what you do, if you notice in the top right hand corner, it's going to say local communication, and in the bottom right hand corner, it's going to say connect to internet next to the plus button. We're going to press the plus button, and then that is going to connect us to the internet. I am hooked up to a wired connection, so this should work and be nice and good and clear and lovely. And then as you can see now, in the top right hand corner, it says internet, and in the bottom right hand corner, it says local communication, which means we're successfully connected to the internet. We're going to press the B button to get out of there now that we're connected to the internet, and then we're going to talk to this lovely scientist lady person, who, is there another lady scientist person who looks exactly the same as her standing right here? Almost. And then we're going to talk to her, and she's going to say, would you like to go on a Dynamax adventure? And I'm going to go, yes, please. And then she's going to go, according to my notes, it seems you might know how to... Oh, so, Jaleisha and Charlie, are any of these Pokemon of interest to you? I suppose it's a question. If any of these Pokemon are of interest to anyone, let me know. And then we'll kind of move on from there. But you're still driving. You are still driving. Okay. So if Charlie's there and wants to play, and then say if we have 2 others, like say Kevin and Samicable or whoever, okay, anything is fine. Oh, Kramin, you're a legend. That's so helpful. Okay, so then what we do, so then you go onto this screen, and then what you do, here's what you're going to do. You're going to press notice in the bottom right-hand corner, there's another plus button thing. We're going to go link code. We're going to go 1113, and then we're going to go, 1202? Something like that. Or hang on, no. What we'll do, we'll go 0212. There we go. I'll do it the English way. So there we go. So 11130212. And that'll be our code. And then I'm going to go okay. And then I'm going to wait 10 seconds because there is a bit of a delay on the old YouTube. That is one thing. If you play along with me, you'll realize how far behind the actual YouTube is compared to the gameplay. It's not crazy. You can have it on YouTube where it's like 30 to 40 seconds behind. We are not luckily that slow. But I'll just give any of you guys ready who have that code, who need to type in the code. And then what you do is you type in that code, you press OK, and then we go invite others. And then it should match me up with anyone out there in the world who's typing in that code. So there we go. Teresa, hi! You're going to be lurking a bit because of lots and lots of snow. Good golly gosh. Well, no worries. Definitely deal with the snow. Okay, Kevin is in. Oh yeah, and then the rule is, if it gets to, we'll say 45 seconds. If we get to hey, it's Charlie. So if we get to like 45 seconds, and then I think we can just have anyone as a player 4. So anyone is welcome to join in. Our general rule that we'll have is we'll try and arrange who our group of 4 will be before we go in, kind of thing. But if the 4 people aren't in when there are 45 seconds left, then and if you have your Switch ready, get on in there. You can get on in there, okay? So I don't think we had a 4th person. I think this was all the people. So anyone can join. Anyone can be our 4th. If we don't get a 4th person, then we'll just play with a computer. But that will kind of be the rule. That we'll generally try to get a group of 4 people, and then we'll go in. If we get to like 45 seconds and we don't have 4 people, or like the full group who we established hasn't got itself in the waiting room, then it's just a free-for-all to fill the room. And I think as long as we say have me plus 2 others, then it doesn't, I'm good with that. I'm good with like 1 computer, but I don't want it to be, say, like me, 1 other person, and 2 computers. So there we go. And yes, this mode, as a reminder as well, This mode, I won't explain what the mode is. We'll just kind of demonstrate it today by showing for anyone less familiar with it. But this mode, so we're getting to that 45-second moment right now. There we go. So free for all. Anyone can join. Anyone can join. Remember 11130212. Yeah, but for those less familiar with this mode, we're going to go through with rental Pokemon. We're going to catch every single Pokemon who we battle against. You always catch them. Do not catch them. Always catch them. And then once you have caught, once we've like gone through the mode and we've caught everything, then once you get through to the end, you're going to check them all through. And once they are all checked through, you may have a shiny, because there's a 1 in 100 chance of every Pokemon being shiny. So if you're getting like 3 or 4 Pokemon, then that means that... okay, so hang on. Ooh, Crocodile! Although it's a rubbish Crocodile. Honestly, that Tauros is pretty good. I'm going to take the Crocodile, because it's okay, but not that great. But that Tauros is very good. I'm just going to say that. See, what's funny, because we're on a delay here, Kevin and Charlie aren't going to be able to, like, hear my analysis, and I kind of noticed that last week, so there'd be times where I'd be, like, talking through something. I would be like, I wonder if we should take the left path, and then everyone would, like, pick the right path, and it was like, that's also good, too. And I don't mean that in, like, a, you know, whoa, no one went for the Tauros. See, that's what I mean. So, but that's what kind of makes it fun. You get to have my reaction. I get to play with you, but you also get to my reactions as if I'm just playing with random people. So, okay. So who have we got? Psychic, some kind of psychic. I genuinely can't recognize that silhouette, even though that's a very distinct silhouette. And then the ground type, I don't know what the ground type is. The Starmie, oh, is that like Sandaconda or something? I'm tempted to go for this because Psychic, my Crocodile's good against the Psychic, and Starmie resists Psychic. Why can I not? It's like some kind of flying fish thing. Why can I not recognize? Why do I suck at silhouettes? It just depends on the angle. What have we got here? Okay, who have we got? What have we got? Oh, it's Xatu. Oh, right, because it's like a Xatu from above. See, that's what I mean. Like, if I was thinking of a silhouette of a Xatu, I'm picturing it either like in that pose, or I'd be picturing it like standing up, like in Generation 2. Not like flying with its head at the bottom and its wings at the bottom. And anyway, I'm going to use Darkest Lariat. This is going to lower its special defense, which then means Starmie and Emolga and Heliolisk will all do a bunch more damage to it. So I think this is a pretty solid strategy. I attack away with my Dark type moves, and then yeah. And good luck. Please let me know if anyone gets a shiny at the end of it, but make sure you catch every Pokemon, okay? It's a exactly Iced Mocha, but that's exactly what I mean. It was a Xatu as seen from above. Okay. Ooh, Kevin's going in with those big brain strats to lower the speed. Not only getting super effective, but lowering stats as well. And then Electro Ball will do more damage because the speed difference is greater. And then Charlie's going with the classic super effective Rising Voltage. I was going to say I'm going to be the flipping slowest, aren't I? But our attack. Okay. Well, never mind. That would lower the stats of it, but anyway. So make sure you catch everything. Xatu is a hard one to tell that's shiny, so don't just rush past it in the post-game thing afterwards. But yes. Wait, there's a cat-like face on its chest? Oh, I'll have to check that out once we're looking at them all at the end. That's interesting. Yeah, definitely make sure you have at least, like, a few Pokeballs. I have a bunch from just playing this game. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Right, I don't need a Xatu. It's a good Xatu, but I'm happy with my Crocodile, personally. It is a good... Oh, okay, computer's gonna switch. Well, unless if Charlie goes for it, then I think it gets prioritized to Charlie. But I think human players are always prioritized over computers. But if 2 humans go for it, then it's anyone's game. So we do have the electric type, but I think that's like a Seismitoad. So no, that's not a good choice. Although that's a Nidoking, which is also not a great choice. Oh, this is a terrible... I guess Nidoking's better because of the Xatu? This is like a rubbish... Oh, this is a rubbish choice either way, so there were no wrong answers there. But shiny Nidoking would be very cool. It's a very nice blue. Oh, Iced Mocha. By the way, is this just first come, first serve to join the... No, so what we're kind of doing, Iced Mocha, is we kind of ask around. We kind of like check people's availability. Like if someone's like, I'm only here for like half an hour, then they, you know, get priority. But unfortunately, I will use Earth Power, even though Crocodile has a rubbish special attack. So we kind of prioritize people who are like on a bit of a time crunch or something like that. But we make sure that like everyone gets a turn. Like some people are going to be here the whole stream, whereas like Kevin and Charlie, who are my human players at the moment, they're not going to be around for a whole load of time. So I was like, well, let's get you guys in first, and then but otherwise, and particularly if I haven't played with people quite a lot, like, you know, if I played with someone quite a few times last week, then maybe we'll prioritize like newer people and stuff like that. So we just try and do it on a like, if you're new, if you haven't, if you don't have much time, yes, that kind of bumps you up. But otherwise we just try and sort of spread it around. So yeah, just let me know, if you are, basically, I mean, you can join us on the next one if you like. We could say have like, maybe if we have Charlie a second time, because I don't think Charlie was around for very long, and Charlie didn't get to join us last week, I don't think. So, oh, it's using electric. So we can, so maybe if we say have Charlie next time, if you want to join us for the next one, and then we can get maybe we could try for like Tenchi or someone, see if Tenchi's tech is working today. But yes, I'm glad you Dynamax too. Sorry that this Crocodile does not have physical attacks, otherwise we would have won. Ooh, Psychic. Or was that Fairy? I didn't pay attention. Xatu, using simple... No! That's making it... Well, that's either good or... Actually, no, that might have made Kevin's stat thing worse. So that might not have been a bad thing. But Rivalry is a terrible ability, so... yeah, okay. Anyway, we KO'd it. So... Whoa! And we just got a oh, and if Jaleisha's back, Jaleisha could be our fourth as well. Jaleisha, $5 super chat from Jaleisha. Oh, cool you, Jill. Sorry. I think I have. Yeah, sorry. It's been a while since I've signed a thing for you, hasn't it? You're Jamaican American, so you get 70% of my jokes. Haha. Looking for good Wi-Fi. Here's here's a super chat for our filter. Thank you so much, Jill. I really appreciate it. So I think I did put Jill on your right. So that Nidoking is like terrible. It's got brilliant moves and all that stuff, but its ability is rubbish. So even though, like, if it didn't have the ability, I would absolutely trade my Crocodile for it. But its ability is so terrible that I'm not going for it. Which is a real shame. That's such. If that Nidoking had its other ability, the Sheer Force. If it had Sheer Force, that'd be so good. Okay, who have we got? Okay, if we do the fairy route, there are the berries there. I can't see who that normal is, even though it should be big and obvious. I can't see who any of these are. I'm wary of the grass type because it's good against the water and the thingy. I'm just aiming for the fairy, even though like my dark type's not good against the fairy. I'm just going for the fairy because I don't know, there were berries on the other side or whatever. Samricable. Whoever designed the movesets for Max Lair Mons clearly had no idea what they're doing. It's interesting because they sort of do and they don't, because they do balance it out in a good way. They don't just give every Pokemon its absolute best moveset that it could ever possibly have, because then you'd get really tough opponents. So it kind of does do this interesting job of like balancing things out. Like Kevin's Starmie is like, there are so many, it's pretty rubbish for a Starmie because it doesn't even have a water move. But then that's sort of a good thing because it means if you're against a Starmie, it's a little bit less dangerous. Okay, we should beat the... This is why we pick the tiny fairy Pokemon, because they go down very, very easily. And there we go. Xatu! No, stop giving them good abilities. Okay, Rising Voltage. That should do it. There we go. Nice and easy. Jigglypuff has green eyes for the shiny, so make sure you catch every Pokemon. Why can your Starmie use no water, Kevin? I think it's because these Dynamax Adventures take place in Sandy's treehouse dome. That's my theory, and I had to get a SpongeBob reference in somewhere because apparently that's just what I end up doing on these streams. I don't want this Jigglypuff. We're against like I think was it like a Steel type legendary? So again, my Crocodile's quite good against this, and Fairy's rubbish against Steel. So I don't think we really need to trade for the Jigglypuff. Water! So yes. Right, Beau found some berries, we all healed up, woo! And we're against this Steel. Who do we think this will be? Will it be Heatran? Will it be Dialga? Will it be one of the Ultra Beasts? I don't need it. No, he's not that... oh, Stack Attacker! Stack Attacker! I think this was exclusive to, like, the Moon games, like Moon and Ultra Moon or whatever. So I didn't, like, have one of these. I had to, like, trade for one of these. Ooh, okay. Would you guys mind if I Dynamaxed? Because this will be quite helpful, I think. I don't think we have any super effective moves otherwise, so it kind of does make sense if I Dynamax. Shibertooth! Hello! Yeah, it could have been Solgaleo. That would have been it. We had Solgaleo last week. So hang on, Shibertooth. Beau! Hello, Beau in chat. You just settled in after work and you're so tired. Oh, well, I hope you hope we've had a good day. I hope you've had a good day. Yeah, I don't. This isn't like a great matchup. I can't even remember what Stack Attacker's other. Is it what is it? It's like Steel and Steel and Rock, right? Oh, if it's Steel and Rock, then actually my attack would be very good. That's good. That's good. That's actually really useful because I think Simple will mean that any stat drops will be doubled. So that means that like Kevin is halving its speed instead of, and then these moves should, and then getting rid of Beast Boost means if it does get any KOs, then it's less of a threat. Oh, it's using Autonomize. Ooh. But then does that mean, oh gosh, its speed rose drastically. Oh gosh, this thing's gonna be like so fast now because of that Simple ability. Why does it keep giving our opponents the Simple ability? But then again, is that better than Beast Boost? Beast Boost could have been really scary. Right, Icy Wind. Ooh, critical hit, an important critical hit there. I felt like last week I didn't really get a whole load of good rentals. Like I didn't get to contribute much to the to like the damage we dealt generally. So honestly, I'm quite glad to have the Crocodile to actually feel helpful here. But here we go. We're boosting that special defense up with my Max Quakes. It's getting desperate. So now it's going to start attacking twice per turn. So it's going to hit itself. But now it broke out of confusion. No. No. Okay, it's using it against Starmie, so that's okay. Not very effective. So I think one more Max Quake, and this should do it. Excellent. Excellent. That's technically a reference as well. Okay. I think that's going to be GG, team. I think that is going to be GG. Max Quake. And there we go. Woo! Excellent, excellent. There we go. Now, I've caught everything in this game, so it's going to just disappear for me. But if you haven't caught this, then catch it. See if it's shiny. But there we go. So here we go. Will any of these be shiny? No, but I forgot to do my magic wish. So check through all of them. So you check through all of them like this. But then, to double check them, what you do is you go in their summary and you look for the little shiny symbol. Because Xatu is very similar. It's like just a different shade of green. It's like a little bit more of a yellowy green. Nidoking would just flat out be blue. That would be very obvious. And then Jigglypuff would have big green eyes instead of blue ones. But these are all... And then otherwise you just want to pick whichever one you like the look of, really. Unfortunately, they're all a bit rubbish. So not really that helpful. I'll pick the Jigglypuff because I don't know if I have a Jigglypuff with Friend Guard on this game file. But there we go! Well done! No shinies for Kevin. Charlie, did you get a shiny, Charlie? Oh, whoa, Iced Mocha, you got Necrozma? A shiny Necrozma from Dynamax Adventures, and now it's fused with Solgaleo. That's so cool. That's so cool. So, Charlie, would you like to join us again just because you are on the most time crunch? If Kevin doesn't mind maybe sitting this one out just because Kevin will get other chances later. But Charlie, would you like to join us for another one? Okay. Yeah, no, please. And then if Jill is not driving, because we advocate for safe driving here at Beau Games. And then hang on, who else? Because sorry, there are a lot of people, aren't there? If we have Iced Mocha and Charlie, and then if Iced Mocha wants to join, we could have Iced Mocha, Charlie, and then maybe Jill, if Jill is around. But if not, then maybe we could have the Xander Clutch. Whilst I just wait for replies, if that sounds like a good idea, I won't start just yet. Let me look through my talking list, because I wrote down the list of things to talk about today. Oh, yes, and now that we've done our first round successfully, please remember to like and subscribe, something I should have said before we even started. But yes, if you're enjoying this so far, either spectating or joining, please like and subscribe. It helps out. We're getting close to that 2,400. And whatever. Thank you very much, Shabertooth, for saying that. I do appreciate it. But there we go. Oh, whoa. So this is really interesting. So, sorry. On my little OBS, this isn't even on my talking list. On my little OBS update thing, this is very cool. I sort of said like, oh, I've got a little activity thing on OBS in case I get any like super chats or the sort of personal donation tips. But it's interesting. So Charlie's was a £10 super chat, but on the activity thing, it points out that it's a $12.17 super chat. I like the idea that Charlie purposefully sent a $12.17 super chat, but then it just happened to be £10 rather than the other way around. But so okay. Oh, Nightbot coming in with the thank you, Nightbot. If you're enjoying this stream, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Nightbot. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we'll have Iced Mocha and Charlie, and then we can have anyone as a fourth who wants to join, be it Xander. Race to the finish. But we'll make sure that Charlie and Iced Mocha get in first, and then we'll go on it. So, would you like to anyway embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, please. So don't forget to connect to the internet, use the Y button thing, and then anything is fine. Would you like to save your adventure? Yeah, Nightbot's like, I don't like Shabertooth. It's like, Nightbot, we love Shabertooth here at Beau Games. Okay, so, link code. So we're going to go 11350212. And those of you who are savvy and recognize stuff will understand how I do my link code. Because I have a system. It's a pretty dumb system, but it's also pretty effective. It means we're not going to get it means we're less likely to have random people join us, like absolutely random people. Samicable, yes, you could join us, couldn't you? Okay. Yeah, is Nightbot really our friend? But okay. So invite others. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So there we go. So that's the code. Oh, whoa, Charlie's in it. Oh, Charlie had started the invite before I'd even set the code, because Charlie's listed at the top. So Charlie's in, and then if I Mocha... Oh, there's Mocha. Excellent. And then Samicable, if you would like to join as well, then you are welcome to. And then maybe like next time we'll get Xander in, and maybe like Xander and Tenchi and any of the others who I can't remember, because we did the list a while ago, didn't we? Okay, there we go. Excellent. Bada bing, bada boom. I, before Thanksgiving, bought a super fancy schmancy razor, like a safety razor. No, Charlie, that wasn't a problem at all. I should like hit it faster, but it's just those 10 seconds can be like really important, so that's why I do it. Ooh. I'm going to go with Deblade. I like Deblade. That Pincurchin is very good as well. I'm just going to say that. The Clink Clang isn't that great, but I'm going to go with Deblade. I used Deblade in Pokemon X and Y. I never evolved it. I kept it. I had an Eviolite on it because I didn't like the idea for my main playthrough of having the Aegislash gimmick, even though now I realize as an adult that Aegislash is amazing. Also, I like that Hatterene appeared only after we were all done. Okay, so let's see. There's a dragon at the end. Oh, a dragon-type legendary. Whatever, like... okay, so we've got Piloswine on the left. Oh, and then a Phalanx on the right. So all we have to really do is figure out which of these are we better against. A fighting type is super effective against 2 of our things. So I guess if that is a Piloswine... Oh, no, it's a Jinx. Oh, it's a Jinx. Sorry, it's a Jinx. I'm still going to go for the Jinx. I don't have a shiny Jinx. So it kind of looked like a Piloswine because I could see the round top and the sort of, I don't know, floofy bottom. But then as soon as I saw the hands, I was like, that's not a Piloswine. Oh, sorry, people in chat are now saying it's a Jinx. Jinx. Yep, sorry. BH Calidus. Hey, hello. Okay, so Charlie will be first up to be able to Dynamax, and then I would be second, and then so on. So I'm getting just Iron Head. It's super effective. Oh, Samicable's the fastest. Yeah, I guess we're not like the fastest group of Pokemon, are we? Yeah, Lycanrock's going to be... Mocha! Oh, look, Mocha coming in hard with that Stone Edge. And then Charlie's going to use Mystical Fire. Excellent. That will lower special attack as well, which is very helpful. And then I'm going to Iron Head it for the win. Nice! Well, that was very nice and easy. Jinx, although a not very well-designed Pokemon, is a powerful Pokemon. So I don't know if anyone would want to trade for this or not. But yeah, always catch your Pokemon, because otherwise you can't get a shiny. You can't get a shiny if you can't catch it. So always catch your Pokemon. But yes, and it's what is it? Immune to water type attacks as well. That's pretty nifty. I like my Deblade personally. I do think my Deblade's good. But Jinx is a good... Oh, okay. Mocha, after getting that very powerful Stone Edge off, is now going to switch for the Jinx. It is a very good Jinx, though. Jinx is good. Yeah, go for it. Okay, so let's see what we've got. So, is that a Palpitoad? I missed the fighting type. So I can't see what the normal and the fighting type are. Let's see. Water. Well, Jinx is immune to water, and then I don't have a shiny Palpitoad. Miltank. Miltank. We could be good against Miltank. Is that a Miltank? That looks like a Miltank. I don't have a shiny Miltank either. So, one thing about this mode, after we played this game last week, I'm gonna go for the leftovers, I think. After we played this game last week, I did decide to play a bit on my own, because I was like, maybe I could get into this and do a bit of shiny hunting, but the odds are just a bit too low, and two, it's just hard, because it's like, a lot of the Pokemon that are available in this mode, I already have a shiny, so, okay, good, it is a Miltank. Okay, there we go. So, I am absolutely and definitely gonna Dynamax here, and I'm gonna use my Sacred Sword, Dynamax, because this is gonna power up all of our attack stats, which will be very helpful. And yeah, it is pure normal. So Archie, hi! Oh, you're in Birmingham because of, well, say hi to Sarah and Erica for me. But yes, of course, yes. Oh, that's really cool. I hope you have an amazing time, or I hope you are having an amazing time. I should say. But yes. But lovely to see you. Thank you for stopping off and saying hi. Woo, big swords. Good thing we're playing Pokemon Sword. Well, you can say hi to Griffin and Sean as well. I guess you can say hi to them. No, okay. Clink Clang is statting up. Miltank's using Play Rough. Good thing there's no stab on that, because otherwise that would be very powerful. And then we're going to use the Max Knuckle, and this is going to be super effective. It won't do loads, but it will just power us up, and we'll kind of keep getting like more and more powerful each time. Oh, you just got back. Oh yeah, because it's like nighttime now. Yeah, that's like I suppose the con is almost over, because like here it's still Saturday morning, but there it's like Saturday evening. So, I could speed us all up with a Dynamax Airstream, but I'm gonna just stick with the super effective moves here, I think. But yes. Giga Impact, nice. That's just an impact. Again, Shin Impact. But there we go. Oh, Miltank's asleep. Yes, this is it. This is the nice thing about playing with human players. They will do nice things and not just use Simple Beam over and 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 over. Oh, Sean likes Cadbury's, does he? Cadbury's is pretty good. Okay. So I'll use one more Max Knuckle to power up all the stats. And then, okay. Right, Max Knuckle! Okay, good. Just like one more hit. We just need like one more hit. We just need the one more hit. We just need that one more hit. Sorry, I get so involved in the gameplay, I like don't talk about anything else, and I was kind of like, I bought like a fancy schmancy like grown-up razor. I'm so fed up with like disposable razors. I probably can't afford a fancy schmancy razor. But the thing is, it's like an investment. Like over the course of my lifetime, I'll save money. but like, you know, it's like right now, can I afford to spend that initial thing? Probably not. But I hate disposable razors so much, and I got a brand new fancy schmancy razor, and it's very good. It's very different from what I'm used to, but it's very good. And that was what I was trying to start saying earlier, but then I didn't. I still like that's a very good Miltank, and it can hit ghost types. But I am going to stick with my Doublade because I like it. Although having a Doublade with no guard and aerial ace is really pointless. No guard means all my attacks are going to be 100% accurate. In fact, I think it means all of our attacks are 100% accurate. But yeah, okay. Who have we got here? Okay, so we've got two choices. So there's a normal type that I can't see. Oh, no, is that a Munchlax? It looks like a Munchlax. And then, oh, a Selgor. Munchlax is kind of bulky. And I think that isn't a Selgor, and I don't have a shiny Selgor. So I'm picking a Selgor because it's quite frail. I know we have Jinx, and it is super effective against Jinx, but the Munchlax has, like, all kinds of moves. Like, I think it has, like, Fire Punch, and I think it has, like, all the Elemental Punches and stuff. So, you know, it's, yeah, no guard affects all that, like, and that's in because I can double battles as well. It's because I know, like, normally it's like enemy and ally alike, but that's the thing. I think in like double or triple or whatever battles, it like affects everyone. So yeah, right. I'm gonna go with aerial. Hang on, your power 80, so that's 120. That's so basically the funny thing is that actually aerial ace is just as powerful as Iron Head. But I'm going to go with Aerial Ace, just in case it raises evasion and negates my ability, and I don't know. Oh, of course it goes with the Bug Buzz, which I was like, that's the one thing we need to be careful of. So yeah, I did find some disposable razors that I quite liked, but it's just one of those things where, unfortunately, I sort of grew up in a household where, like, I think both my dad on my dad's side and then my grandpa on my mum's side are both a bit like, oh yeah, I get a razor and I use them forever, but I'd like use a disposable once, and then even during like the first shave it starts to like not be very good and lose its effectiveness, and so I just find them very very frustrating to use because they like clog up with like the cream in the hair, they get blunt super quickly. And it's probably one of those things where actually I've probably never bought disposable razors as frequently as I should. I probably used them for far too long, kind of thing. Like they just don't really cut anymore, and I just get like very uneven shaves and stuff like that. It's probably one of those things where like I probably never really spent too much money by using disposables, but it's probably because I just never actually bought them as often as I should have. And so it's one of those things that it's like, I don't like the idea of like constantly using the plastic and and you know, it's just kind of like I've now got this safety razor. It's like it's very sharp, but it seems very effective, and the first shave was very good. Not quite sort of even all over, just because I'm still getting used to like how to use it, and I wanted to be careful, and I didn't cut myself at all, but which I do with disposables, so that's something. Right, okay. Okay, so that is a good Selgor, and Struggle Bug is a good move to weaken whatever Dragon type we're up against. Jinx is going to be useful against that Dragon type in all most likeliness, unless it's like a Dialga or something. So a Selgor is a good Pokemon. I don't know how useful it's going to be in the upcoming battles. Also, I don't know why. Oh, I guess someone's still catching the Pokemon. That could be why. That could be why we're communicating. If someone's like still catching the Pokemon or something. Oh, there we go. So I'm good without it, I think, personally. But that's probably a good idea, Charlie. Like Clefairy, although Clefairy will be immune to whatever the Dragon type is, that's only if it uses its Dragon move. It's going to be pretty weak otherwise. And you were paralyzed and at like half health, so yeah. It's Zekrom. So yeah, but Struggle Bug will like lower its special. I mean, Zekrom is more of a physical attacker, but Struggle Bug would lower its special attack if it used any special moves, I think. So, ooh, okay. Hang on, what's the order of Dynamaxing? If Jinx is next, should I leave the Dynamaxing to Jinx? I'm gonna leave the Dynamaxing to Jinx. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the Dynamaxing to someone else, I think, because I don't really have anything good to offer here. I might do a Swords Dance, in fact. And then I might, like, Iron Head and try and go for flinches or something. I'm gonna leave Dynamaxing. Oh, jeepers. Although if Jinx uses Draining Kiss, that'll heal some health back, technically. But we'll see how this goes. Oh no, it's gonna miss! No! It missed! Oh no! Oh, this is going badly already. But we do have all 4 lives intact, so this is fine. This is fine. I wish it had the name of the trainer next to the Pokemon, just because I kind of like forget who is who. And generally that doesn't matter too much, but, you know. Oh, this is a shame, because Jinx doesn't have a whole lot of health, so yes, if you Dynamax, you'll be able to get a nice, powerful, super effective hit off, but it's going to be iffy, isn't it? Ooh! Giga Impact! Okay, nice. Charlie's going to keep weakening. Nice. Okay, it's using Max Lightning. Okay, that's fine. Oh, the electric terrain! Oh no! Oh. Yeah, I mean, I think Draining... Do you have Draining Kiss? I think Draining Kiss is probably a good... Okay, I'll go with the Sacred Sword, because I thought maybe... I didn't know whether I was quicker or not. I was like, I'm probably slower, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just going to go with the Sacred Sword. If I can't flinch it, there's no point in using Iron Head. Sacred Sword will be the slightly more powerful option. Nay ain't okay. Lovely to see you. It's going well. We haven't been KO'd. So this Zekrom is very powerful, and it probably is gonna... This match could end up being a close call, but... oh no, it's got rid of its stat changes. It's just using Slash, though. That's kind of an insult. That's kind of a punch in the face. Just being like, I'm going to use like a weak move like Slash to knock you out. Okay, so there's our first life lost. But we're chipping away. We're chipping away. We are chipping away. So, the Beau levers, Zach says, yes. Okay, Charlie can Dynamax. I don't know. I mean, Charlie, if you want to Dynamax, I mean, unfortunately you are on like a time lag or whatever, but basically, if like Charlie doesn't Dynamax and it comes around to me, I think I might, just to get the max Knuckles in, because I could boost our attack stats at least with a Sacred Sword. So I might do that if no one else. If no one else Dynamaxes, then if it comes to me, then I might do that to get those Dynamax fighting type moves off. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Mocha's gonna cheer. Very nice. You got a good avatar, Mocha, by the way. I like that. Very brimming with personality. Right, Struggle Bug. Get that special attack down in case. I don't even know if it has a special move, but if it does have like Thunderbolt or something, then oh gosh, critical hit. That's unfair. I know Slash is a high critical move, but still, that's unfair, man. Okay. Mocha is back. Getting the Jinx. So if you have Ice or that Fairy move, definitely go with them, I think. I am going... Although, should I leave the Dynamaxing? No, I know I probably should wait for Jinx, but I'm going to boost up all our stats. I'm gonna take this chance to boost up our stats, and forgive me if this is the wrong thing. Forgive me if it's like, no, you should have left the Dynamaxing to Jinx. I'm sorry. But I could boost our defense as well with a Steel move. That is a thing I could also do. I think Charlie could probably also maybe switch to Bug Buzz if it's not overtly using a special attack, because it might only have physical attacks. Max Wormrind. I wonder if that's like a because that could be like Dragon Claw or something, couldn't it? Is that going to lower our attack? Oh, it did lower our attack. Okay. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so that's 2. Not great, but that's okay. Ooh! You have Metal Sound! Oh, that's good. That's good. That is good. And then this Draining Kiss is going to do a lot. Yes! Yes, the plan is coming together. Right, I'm going to Max Knuckle. This will boost our attack. Not by much, but... okay, I'm actually going to switch now to the Steel move, because that can boost our defense. I can sort of boost our defenses, and then it means that all its attacks will do a bit less. Charlie, you got a good avatar too. Everyone's got good avatars. I like the Sword and Shield avatars. They got a lot of personality and differences, and because you actually don't have to wear a school uniform, it means that you can kind of, you know, stand out a bit more. Right, Ice Beam! More like an Ice Beam. Oh, yes! That Metal Sound and Ice Beam did it! Okay, well, I've caught Zekrom, so there we go. Okay, so let's see. Jinx, not shiny. I forgot to say my magic thing. Miltank, not shiny. Oh! Oh! Yes! 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 Thank you so much, guys! We did it! Yes! I got shiny as Selgor! Whoa! Yes! 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 Oh! Oh, I love it! I absolutely love it! Yes! Oh! Select, yes. Do I want to take a Selgor? You bet your sweet Bippy I want to take a Selgor. Oh! Yes! Oh my gosh. Chat, I talked about this last week, but I famously, 3 years ago, played this mode again and again and again and again and again. I got all the legendaries, except for Thunderous, but I, like, repeated this mode. I didn't just beat every legendary once. I beat, you know, the multiple legendaries multiple times. I was overdue a shiny for so long, and it took me forever. It was like Christmas Eve 2020, I think, or it was the 23rd. It was either the 23rd or Christmas Eve when I finally got, like, the first shiny as a Luxray, which was a shiny I didn't have at the time. But that was the only shiny I was ever able to get in this mode. And I was just like, oh man, like, you know, like, I really want a shiny hunt on this mode, but the luck is not with me. And I've only done it a few times. This is the, you know, like last week and this week, first time I've done this mode in like 3 years, and I finally get a shiny. That is so cool. That is such a good shiny as well. Oh. Oh, wow. You got shiny Boswell on your first ever Dynamax Adventure Iced Mocha? That's awesome. And then Samarkable, you got shiny Togetic on your first Dynamax Adventure. That is brilliant. I mean, well done for spotting that, because Togetic is not easy to spot. But Charlie, no shiny, but you're taking Zekrom. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Zekrom is hard to tell if it's shiny, so maybe it secretly is shiny. But, okay. Let's see. Wow, what a way to round out that run. Are there any records you want to... No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, let's try for Xander and Tenchi. Yeah, let's try Xander and Tenchi on this one. And then, because I think Charlie... There's probably not enough time for Charlie to do another. And Charlie has just done 2 as well. So we'll kind of like get back into these quite quickly. Hang on, although... No, hang on. I just want to save the game 50 bajillion times, because that's what we do here at Beau Video Games. Okay, save the game. Would you like to Dynamax? Anything is fine. I'm not going to worry about the legendary so much. If anyone ever has requests, let me know, but I don't really have a whole lot of ability to sway the legendary we discovered last week, so... okay. Charlie, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the shiny Aselgor! You did it, Charlie. Thank you so much. Take care, have a wonderful evening, and goodbye. So yeah, Tenchi and Xander. Was there anyone else? Anyone who, like, say, hasn't ever played before who wants to play? Like, is Jill here? Is Jill still perpetually stuck in driving, or is Jill here now? Let me know. But if we can figure out a fourth, like someone who hasn't played yet but who's like sitting around. But we know Xander and Tenchi haven't and like have switches. But was there anyone else? Again, I'm forgetting people. Kramen did a really lovely list. I think Jill was the only one I could remember. Okay. So Jill, if you're out there, like don't break the speed limit. But like but if you are there, let me know. But otherwise, I am gonna set up a link code, and we'll kind of maybe if Mocha or Samicable, maybe we could have Mocha this time and then Samicable next time or something. Unless, because Mocha, you didn't join us last week, did you? Unless I'm forgetting stuff horrendously. Oh, hang on, I know what to do here. 0212 0212. We'll just do that this time. And then invite others. Oh, Miss Wannikins is here. Nay Ain't Okay will be available in a bit. Okay, well, you're up for the next one then, we'll say. Miss Wannikins. Oh, well, if Miss Wannikins wanted to join, you're welcome to. So Gloria is Xander. I remember that from last week. Oh, no, yeah, Iced Mocha, sorry, you said you're going to bed, aren't you? Well, if Samicable or Miss Wannikins wanted to join. So yeah, Xander is there. So Tenchi, I know things maybe could be a bit fickle for you, but get in there with the 0212. I would have done 12020212, but I thought that might be a bit complicated. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't do it. So yeah, Miss Wannikins, please join. I don't know if you saw Miss Wannikins. I just got a shiny. I got a shiny Aselgor. It was so cool. And I don't have a shiny Aselgor, so like that's like a double whammy. I am 2 for 2 for getting shinies from the Dynamax Adventures that I have never gotten before. Okay, so we have a minute and a half for Tenchi's game to find this, and then for Miss Wannikins to come in. If we get to the 45 seconds left, then if there is anyone out there who wants to join, you are welcome to. But hopefully we get at least 2 out of the 3. Otherwise, it's a no offense to Xander, but it is a little bit boring if it's just me and Xander and then like 2 computers. But hey, we can spend like 20 minutes making fun of the computers, right, Xander? Okay. So I do apologize. Last week, this was funny. This doesn't matter too much, or hopefully it doesn't matter too much. But okay, there we go, Miss Wannikins. There we go. So I will wait. I will give Tenchi the remaining 45 seconds. This happened last week, Tenchi, where like yours just perpetually said communicating, and like, oh, hang on. Oh no, wait, sorry. That I heard the noise, but that was the tick noise. No, it doesn't dislike you. I was going to say, this was just a funny thing about last week's stream. I do apologize. On a couple of the social medias I have, I posted, don't forget to like and subscribe to the stream because you get shiny Aselgors if you do. And there's Nightbot saying it. Oh gosh. Okay. But maybe Tenchi might be included once the countdown finishes, because I think that did happen with one person last time. Okay, apparently not, unless Tenchi changed your name to Catherine. Okay, who have we got? Wheezing, that will neutralize all the abilities, but that's a pretty good Wheezing, and I don't like Stunfisk. But that is a good Stunfisk, so if anyone did want to take that, I don't begrudge you. But no, so last week's stream, I did put up my graphic. I made my little graphic thing where it's sort of like, Saturday, the whatever of November at this time on Bovio Games. I did that graphic, right? Ooh, Metang. Okay, hang on. So, I didn't look. I think there was a flying... Was that flying Cramorant? Was that Cramorant? That looked like a Cramorant to me. I think that is a Cramorant. And then the grass type is... I think the grass type... I'm tempted to go for the grass type because I think that's like an Elder Goss or something, or the Gossifleur or something. And then there's... I'm just trying to look at like what's ahead. But because I got the poison move, and Gloria. Forgive me if I call you Gloria, Xander. I kind of forget who's who, and I'm just gonna read the name that's on the screen sometimes. But it's like if Xander's got a bug move and I've got a poison move, then it's Cherrim. I don't have shiny Cherrim. Oh yeah, next. Oh, Kramen, thank you for like being like on it. So yeah, next round we could get Naean, okay, and like Kevin, and then another attempt at Tenchi. That sounds like a really good plan. Let's go with that. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my Max Ooze. Max Ooze sounds like the director's cut of the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, director's cut, Max Ooze. Anyway, bark. Cherrim's using Sunny Day. Now, see, here's the funny thing. It's going to set up the sun, but its ability's not going to be activated because of my Wheezing, so it's trapped in its petals. Ooh, that's a good sex scissor. And then Meteor Mash, good. And then it got the attack boost, that's very good. And then Stunfisk is using Muddy Water. Maybe that'll get an accuracy drop. Oh, it did. Nice. And then I'm gonna go for another Max Ooze. Oh no, it's using Solar Beam. But it dodged because of the accuracy drop. Excellent. Well, that went perfectly. Cherrim is weak. Again, this is why you catch every Pokemon, because you never know which one could be shiny. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So there's Cherrim. Oh yeah, so I was talking about the graphic I posted last week. So I'm going to stick with my Wheezing because I think it's pretty good. Like, that Cherrim's okay, but but I posted my graphic, and I normally put at 11 a.m. PT, and I don't know if I went into... Hang on, so we got... That's like a fracture. Ooh, a Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan would be cool. And I resist Hitmonchan. We all kind of resist Hitmonchan. The Psychic, is that like a Galarian Mr. Mime or something? That's like a Mr. Mime or a Galarian Mr. Mime or something, I think. But I think the Hitmonchan's probably the best thing. Because we like resist it a lot and stuff. And I don't have a shiny one. But I put, basically though, instead of 11 a.m. PT... I just put like 11 p.m. Not 11 p.m. PT, just 11 p.m. So like, you know, I'm streaming on Saturday, November like 25th or whatever it was, at 11 p.m. And so to the potential one person out there who was sat with their Nintendo Switch connected online with Pokemon Sword and being like, can't wait for Beau's stream, gonna do some Dynamax at like 11 p.m. I'm so sorry. Hopefully that was none of you, but I do apologize. I think I just kind of was like 11p, you know, instead of AMPT, I was like P. I think I just kind of did it in my fingers. So, oh yes, please continue to like and subscribe. Thank you. Oh, you've done oh, good, we got the poison off. Okay, so Tenchi, you've done a few surprise trades. It just doesn't want to do this mode. Interesting. How about next time, Tenchi? Why don't you set up a room and then we'll all join your code and we'll see how that works. And we'll see if that works. We'll do that. That'll be the plan for next time, okay? And then we'll do that, and the 2 other people who cram enlisted, who I've like forgotten already, because chat has been zooming past. So we'll have to scroll back for that. But okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with sludge bombs just because it's kind of the best move I've got. I know we don't really super duper have anything effective unless like the Moldo has like aerial ace, but because I haven't been paying full attention. Oh, Moldo dodged. But I just thought we kind of resist a few things here, although I kind of forgot it has all the elemental punches. Chat, I'll admit, if I see something that we're like kind of okay to fight against and I don't have a shiny of it, I'm just going to automatically go like, oh, I don't have a shiny one of them. You know? So I do apologize. But hey, we're chipping away. We're chipping away here. We're doing good stuff. I think if we get one more hit in, this'll do it. This is a very good Hitmonchan, by the way. If anyone did want to switch for this Hitmonchan, I would not begrudge you for that. Cramming. Nay ain't okay, Kevin and Tenchi. Oh yeah, that was it. Yes. Miss Wannikins, you sat for an hour to get into Fortnite event, only for it to boot you out again. How? Wow, that's incredible. I can't imagine like playing I don't know, trying to like get in a lobby for a game for that long, only to have it like kick you out. I've never like had that with a game, so that's crazy. I am so sorry. Come join us instead. We'll just like sing. We will, in honor of you joining us instead of Fortnite, we will sing Pokemon songs in the style of Peter Griffin. So like, that is a very good Hitmonchan. I am gonna stick with my wheezing because I like it, and I think other people could do with it more. There we go. The Hitmonchan. Okay, so let's see. So we've got some rock type and then a steel. Oh, so that's an Alolan Sandslash. And then, is this like a Tyrantrum? I think that's Tyrantrum. I'm going to say the Sandslash is better because we've got like fire moves. Or it's a Rhydon. Oh, it might have been a Rhydon. But even so, the Sandslash is probably still bad. Kevin, like, hey Lois, remember the time I battled Red at Mount Silver? Yeah. But yeah, I figure the Hitmonchan's got Fire Punch, and I've got Heat Wave, and oh, okay, hang on, we'll Max Flare this thing up. Can I just say, I don't mean to like call you out, or I don't mean this as a diss to you or anything, Kevin. But basically, you wrote Lewis instead of Lois, and so, but I find that funnier somehow. Like, hey Lewis, remember the time I battled Red at Mount Silver? I don't know why I find that funnier, but actually, yeah, Power Up Punch is also Power Up Punch is a ×4 super effective move as well. and you do get that attack boost. So Fire Punch is the more powerful one, even with Stab, funnily enough. But yeah, by getting that power-up punch off first, you get that attack boost, which will then be useful for like subsequent hits. So if you used like Fire Punch on this next turn, that would probably do it. I think like a Fire Punch and another Max Flare would probably KO it, I would guess. Ooh, yes, see, Stomping Tantrum, super effective. Excellent. Excellent. Jill! Okay, you can join us. You could join us next time. Well, we need to look at the. We had a list, didn't we? But okay, hang on. We'll catch this. I do have a shiny Alolan Sandslash because I had an event in Pokemon Go. But I just thought this one would be an easier one too. So hang on, who did we have? Naeon, okay, Kevin, and Tenchi. So if we had Naeon, okay. If Jill was available to battle next time and Kevin didn't maybe mind waiting another turn, that could be a possibility. I keep forgetting to look at what Pokemon is at the end of all this, so I am going to stick with my Weezing, even though this is a very, very, very good Sandslash. If it's some kind of annoying dragon type where like Sandslash should be really good, I really should pay attention to what the final Pokemon is. Oh, Catherine's going to get it. Okay, well that's good. That's probably better than Metang anyway. Oh, it's a steel type, so actually, well, they're both rubbish, essentially. So what do we think this is going to be? Will it be Dialga? Will it be Heatran? Oh, if it's Heatran, I literally can't do anything to this. Oh. If it's a Heatran, I might not be able to do anything to this. Oh, it's Celesteela. I always go to the main legendaries before I think of Ultra Beasts. But yes. I just saw Tenchi's message about like just hearing a random ad, but without context, it just sounded very weird. Okay, that would be a very weird thing to hear. Okay. Fire Punch, nice. Celestea's using Earthquake. Oh no! And my Weezing doesn't levitate. But I do have the neutralizing gas, so if it gets any KOs, that means it's not going to get any beast boosts, which are good. Oh, but then Santa. Oh, yes. So now it can get hit by ground moves. So, so that then means Stomping Tantrum will work now, right? Oh, genius stuff. It's genius, I say, genius. Okay. Yes, power up, my friend. Okay, excellent. Yes, big boy. Right, Max Flare, good. That'll set up the sun. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Okay. It's using Earthquake, but we hang in there. We just hang in there. And then I use Heat Wave. This will do a bit more because of the sun. And we burn it! Oh, burn for the clutch! Stomping Tap. Whoa! $5 super chat from Jill. Wandering around in the Crown Tundra now. Someone come pick me up from the bus stop, please. Aw. Thank you so much, Jill. That's really kind. And then we'll see if we can have you join us on this next round, because we are almost done with this round. We're either going to lose or we're either going to win in a sec or we're going to lose trying. We're getting so close. So close. No. Oh, it's going to get like 2 KOs here, isn't it? That sucks. But Xander can finish this off with a Stomping Tantrum and save the day. Hang on, so the neutralizing gas wore off. So does that mean it's going to get the beast boosts now? No. Don't get the beast boosts. Don't get the beast boosts. Don't you dare get the beast boosts. It's getting the beast boosts. Special attack. Oh, that's... Wait, special attack? Oh, gee. Oh, jeepers. Oh, good golly gosh. That's 3 KOs in one go. But luckily, Armoldo is still there. So, take it away. Wait, did we lose someone earlier? Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't realize we lost someone earlier. Oh, that was so close. Unfortunately, none of mine look shiny. Wow, that was like, wow. Well, that went south quick. Okay, well, Cherim is not shiny, unfortunately. Hitmonchan is not shiny, and then I think I might go for Cherry, because I think I got a Sand Slash like last week or during the week or something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick Cherim. Dang, that sucked. Guys, I'm so sorry. That was really annoying. No, we don't want to fight that again. Not after that. So we'll try again. So, okay, so what we'll do... Hang on. Hang on. Who did we... So we want to get Jill in. And we want to get Naein Tokay in. And then we maybe want to see... Okay, right, hang on. I remember the plan now. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have Tenchi set up a room and a code. Okay? And then Naein Tokay, Jill, and myself will try and enter it. If we all connect up with Tenchi, yay, that'll work. If we all match up with each other, but not Tenchi, then Kevin can come in clutch. Does that sound like a plan? Does that sound like a plan? Is that a thing? Does that sound good? And then we'll come up with some people on the next one or whatever. And then Kevin can kind of be in reserve, and then depending on whether Tenchi gets in or not, we'll then have like a Samicable and Kevin round or whatever, depending on whether Kevin joins in this time or not. Does that all make sense? So yes. Okay, right. So I'm going to say 50 bajillion times, because that's what we do here at Beau Video Games. Remember to like and subscribe to the stream. Okay. So, would you like to embark upon a Dynamax adventure? Yes, please. Okay. Oh, Naein Tokay. Hang on. Right, hang on. Right, so, first of all, yeah, so just for Naein Tokay and for, like, Tenchi to do an emergency run-through and, and then, I can't remember the other one. Hang on, Naein Tokay, Tenchi, and Jill. So, okay, so... What you do, you go here to the Dynamax Adventures place, which is... Unfortunately, this game doesn't show your precise position on the map, but it's like this flag point here. So the train station's here. You go to the Dynamax Cave, which is near the beginning of the Crown Tundra. You go in the cave. You're going to press the Y button, and then you're going to press the plus button so that you connect to the internet. So, and then once in the top right-hand corner, it says internet. If it says in the top right-hand corner, up there in the top right, internet, that means you're connected to the internet. Once you're connected to it, but you might need to press the plus button to do it, okay? If it doesn't say internet in the top right corner, you want to press the plus button, okay? So you press the plus button, connect to the internet. Then, once you're connected to the internet, you talk to the lady, and then she's like, would you like to go on a Dynamax adventure? And you go, yes, please. And then we're just going to select anything is fine. She's going to make you save your game, which saves very quickly. And then what you do is you then on this screen press the plus button again, and you're going to create a link code. But what we're doing today is Tenchi has set up a code. Oh, I don't know how much time I'll be here, but you enter the code and then you go invite others once you've got your code in, and then now we should all in theory find one another. In theory. So this, in theory, should have... So Tenchi should be at the top of this, in theory. But now I'm at the top. So we've got Naein Tokay, And then Jill should hopefully be able to join us in a sec. So you don't put so Jill, so you don't put the code in the Y menu thing. You just want to connect online using the Y button, and then you go to the lady and you talk to her, and then you input the code thing. So I don't think that this is working for Tenchi. I don't know why this isn't working for Tenchi. But particularly if it does work for like Scarlet and Violet, that's very weird. So if you're on this screen now, Jill, you want to press the plus button, okay? So once you've connected online, you're going to talk to the lady. So you press the Y button to do all the connect online stuff, and then once you're connected online, you're going to talk to the lady in the Dynamax Adventures thing. And then she'll go, do you want to do Dynamax Adventures? And then you go through, and then once you're on the screen, you press the plus button, with this screen with like the pink on the left and stuff. You press the plus button again, and then you'll get to enter the code. You enter the code, and then once you press OK, press invite others. But you need to do the code before pressing invite others, okay? If that makes sense. If Jill isn't in once we get to like the 30 seconds or something, then we'll back out and we'll try again, because I want to make sure Jill does this. And particularly if Tenchi isn't here either, we'll try this whole thing again. But if Jill gets in, we'll proceed, and then we'll try the Tenchi plan again next time with, like, say, Samicable and Kevin. And then, yeah. So, yeah, no, so Jill, you only, once you're in the Y menu thing, that's just to connect online, not to do Dynamax Adventure. Okay, so once you're connected online, get out of that Y button. Hang on, I'm going to quit. Hang on, I am going to quit this, just because I don't think Jill will have enough time. So, sorry, Neo, okay, stick around. Don't worry, we'll do this. So you've done the Y button thing, right? And then you've connected to the internet. So if in the top right-hand corner, it says you're on the internet, that's all you need to do on the Y menu thing, okay? So once it says internet in the top right-hand corner, you then press the B button to get out of there, and then you're done with the Y button. You don't need to worry about the Y button menu thing anymore. Once you are connected to, so once you've accomplished that, you then talk to this lady, okay? So let me know once you're talking to this lady. And then, we'll try with Tenchi in a sec, but let's just make sure that Jill... We'll make sure that Jill is, like, talking to the lady first. Once Jill is on the typing in a code page, that's when we'll get Tenchi to put a code in chat, okay? If that sounds good. So, once you're connected online, okay? So, you've pressed the Y button, you've connected online. And then you press the B button, and you're out of there. No need to worry about the Y button thing anymore. But then you go to the Dynamax Adventures, once you are connected online, and you talk to the lady. So let me know once you've connected online, and then let me know once you're talking to the lady. And then once you're talking to the lady, I can run you through talking to the lady. Okay? And then yeah. Whilst we wait for Jill, but yeah, so I apologize to people who I told them 11 p.m. last week accidentally, but I imagine people know by this. Hopefully, after like a year of doing streams, people know that I mean 11 a.m. California time, but I do apologize if someone sat on their Switch at 11 p.m. on their Switch, unnecessarily. Oh yeah, the Nightbot thing worked, didn't it? Okay, so that's good. Oh! Here's a random thing, and I think this may have been something... So, basically, I can't quite remember this. 2 weeks ago, there was some kind of joke or a thing that came up. There was, like, some wordplay or something that came up. And then once... And basically... I think it was like Kevin or something, but forgive me if it wasn't you, Kevin. Where, no, Tenchi, that's okay. Hang on. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Okay, no, that's okay, Jill. So yeah, no, basically, Jill, don't worry. I don't blame you. I don't blame anyone for being confused about this, because it's a very silly and confusing system. Because basically... in previous games, right, if your Nintendo 3DS, if your like Nintendo 3DS was like connected to the internet, you would either just automatically connect to people on the internet. No, I think that's generally how the 3DS worked, right? And on the DS, what you would do is you'd have like, hey, would you like to connect with people locally or online? This game kind of adds a weird extra step where basically you have to just kind of arbitrarily tell the game, hey, if you're going to try connecting with people, would you like to do it locally or online, which is what the Y button thing is for. But so basically, we've switched from like local mode to online mode. Because if you didn't do this step and you started typing in the code, you wouldn't find anyone. Which is like what is like 99% of the time when you're trying to find someone and you can't, it's because you haven't told the game that you're looking for someone online. So by doing this Y button thing and getting that little internet symbol in the top right-hand corner, you are telling the game, if I try to connect with anyone now, it's going to do it online instead of switch to switch. So then what you do is once you tell the game, I want all my connections to be online and not local, you then talk to the lady. Okay, good, you found the lady. So then you talk to her and you go through and you're going to select anything is fine or whatever. And then you're going to save your game because we save our game 50 bajillion times here at Beau Video Games. And then what you do is here, stop. And you're going to press the plus button again to enter a link code. And Tenchi is gonna be, and then Tenchi is gonna give us a code in a second. Normally I would create a code, but we're gonna try and see if we can help Tenchi just see if anything happens by Tenchi creating the code instead. So hopefully that all makes sense. Hopefully that was all good. But yeah, no, don't worry. It's very weird. Like connecting online was at its best in like the DS games and in Pokemon X and Y. This game, it's like a bit silly. I think what it should do is whenever you try and play any of these modes, it should say, basically, whenever you try and do these things, it should say, would you like to connect with a friend? Yes or no. Would you like to connect with other people? Yes or no. And then it should go, do you want to connect with people locally or online? And then when you select them, it's like, do you want to connect with random people or privately using a code? And then it should say the code thing. That's what I think it should do. I think it should be a 3-stage process. That would be nice and simple and easy. It should all be in one place. You shouldn't have to do like a separate Y button thing and then go talk to a lady. But it doesn't do that. I don't know why it doesn't. Scarlet and Violet, I think, it's better, but still not there because you still kind of have to do the equivalent of the Y button thing. It's very silly. So, okay, Tenchi's put up a new code. So 11223355. Okay, so that's the code we're going for, just if you can't see the chat at all. So 11223355. You enter that code, and then you go invite others. And whoever typed in that code first, so it was Nay Ain't Okay. So because Nay typed that in first, Nay has... So this is where I'm a bit worried, because if Nay is listed at the top, that to me is kind of indicating that, like, it's not going to work for Tenchi. So if you want to try typing that in, Jill, and then if someone wants to be on standby, maybe Samicable, because you said about joining in next time, if you want to be on standby for when we're at 45 seconds left, but then hopefully... Samicable's now in the middle of a Dynamax Adventures. If Kevin... Yeah, Kevin, if you want to be on standby... wait, who is Bray and Deck? So hang on, Jill, are you like playing with people but not us? Did you type in the right code? Oh. So Jill, it sounds like maybe you've found some other people? Does Jill want to back out, and do me and Nay want to back out? Shall I set a code? Yeah, let's all quit, and we'll set up a code, and sorry to, sorry if, Bray and Deck were like, oh boy, a third person. We'll try this one more time. Okay, hang on, so we'll try this one more time. We'll try it with Tenchi, Nay, and Jill, and then if we get to 45 seconds, Kevin can join us again, okay? So I'm gonna, oops, sorry, hiccup. I'm gonna set a code this time, okay? So make sure you've got your online thing, which you probably do, and then we're gonna go yes, please. We're gonna go anything is fine. We're gonna save the game 50 bajillion times, and then I'm gonna set a code. We're gonna go 1 2 3 5 0 2 1 2. Okay, so 1 2 3 5 0 2 1 2. That is the code. I am gonna do this one right away because I'm gonna trust that you guys are watching and you're on it, ready to type in those codes. So even with the delay, you guys are gonna be in like the next 10 seconds or so, and then. Lake, hello. How goes the Dynamax? It's going very well. We've done 3. Well, so we're having a bit of problems like getting our group connected at the minute, which is a bit odd. But otherwise, it's going well. We've done like 3 so far. The last one, we almost won it, and then we had like this like random surprise knockout. It was very strange, very unfair, if I do dare say so myself. But on the second go, I got a shiny Aselgor, which was so cool. Like, that's such a good shiny to have. And it means I don't have to trade for one, which is good, because they're a trade Pokemon. So, I'm a bit concerned about the fact we haven't got Jill yet, but that's okay. Yeah, so Jill, I think once you've done the Y button thing correctly, you shouldn't ever have to do it again. Right? Like, once you've done it once and you're connected online, you don't need to do it. I just keep bringing up the Y button thing on my game just to show it as an example. But then you just talk to the lady, you do the code, and then, thank you, yeah, the Aselgor, it's such a good shiny as well. And then, yeah. So, let's see. So, Jill, let me know if you're having any issues. This should be... Right, so yeah. So, Jill, so you want to press the plus button first. Don't just hit invite others. You want to hit the plus button, and then you want to type in this code. You are going to have to do this quite quickly. You've got, like, a minute to do it. But yeah. So... But you're going to press the plus button when you're on this screen with the pink on the left and it says Dynamax Adventure. You're going to press the plus button. You're going to type in 1235 0212 1235 1235 0212, and then you're going to press like A-OK, and then you press invite others. But you only press the invite others once. You only invite others once you've typed in the code. I will let this one run down to about like 10 seconds, but if we get to 10 seconds, we'll back out and we'll try again. Oh, okay, well, there's Kevin. But I definitely want to make sure Jill gets this. Michael David, hi! No, you're not late at all, don't worry. I am going to cancel this. Yeah, I'm going to cancel this because I want Jill to get in. We'll try this one more time. Okay, sorry for Nay and Kevin. Hopefully, well, unless you two are now like raiding together. Okay, so we're gonna try this one more time. Okay, so we'll try this one more time. So again, but that's the thing, because the internet thing. Once you do this, in theory, you shouldn't need to do it again. So just make sure you haven't like say done it and then undone it. Yeah. So okay, but so we're online. We're going to talk to the lady. She's going to go, would you like to Dynamax? We're going to go, yes, please. Anything is fine. I honestly do not care. And then we're going to go, yes. And then we're going to save progress. And then, right. So then on this screen, right, you hit the plus button first, right? And then what we're going to do, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 9 this time, okay? And then we're going to go 0, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 9, 0, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 9, 0, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to get this going. And then hopefully this time I am going to let this one run through, even if it's just like me and Nay ain't okay. Because I feel sorry for Nay ain't okay. We definitely will get to everyone. Don't worry. Oh, Lake. Yeah, we'll let Kevin join this one. Hang on, who have we got on this one? There's me, Nay Ain't Okay, and then is it like Tenchi and Kevin? Because if it's not working for Tenchi, then Lake, if you wanted to join now, you could come in right now. If you wanted. I know Samikabal was kind of waiting for the next one. Yeah, and then, yeah, Jill, you then hit invite others. Once you've entered the code, you hit invite others, and away you go. No, so the code is 12390212. I just changed it up a little bit, just so it's, like, not exactly the same or whatever, but, 12390212. I know I could have left it the same, but, okay. So okay, we'll see if Jill. So yeah, we'll let Jill get in, and then so next time, right? Next time we'll have Lake, Samikabal, and we'll try for Tenchi because I'm thinking Tenchi's maybe not going to get in on this one. And then. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Okay. We're running out of time. If Lake did want to join and you have it right there and you can join in the next like 20 seconds, then you are welcome to, because I'm not sure what's happening with Jill. But I am going to let this one run because I'm sorry. I feel sorry for Nay, okay, because we've sort of messed you around for a few rounds now. 2, 1. Okay, there we go. We'll get you next time, Jill. Ooh, I gotta go for that Blaziken. Gotta go for the Blaziken. That's a good Sneasel as well. Unfortunately, these are all pretty rubbish choices, but the Sneasel's good, but... And the Lycanroc's good. I feel like that middle choice is always going to be the best one. But let's see. Oh, we didn't go for the Lycanroc. Interesting. Okay, so there's a Duraludon. Oh, electric at the end. That could be like Xurkitree or something. Or Zekrom. So I think that's like a Duraludon. And that's a Mr. Mime. I don't have a shiny Duraludon. But I don't know. We're not really super effective against Mr. Mime, so I don't really know. And then what are the other things we've got here? That looks like a Seismitoad or something. I don't know. I'm just going for Duraludon. Oh, we had G-Max Duraludon last time, didn't we, now that I think about it? Okay. Yeah, it could be Raikou. Yeah, there are lots of things it could be, couldn't it? Okay, do I have any fighting type moves? I do! Huzzah! Okay, I'm going to go with the Max Knuckle, then. And we'll boost all of our stats. Sneasel's ice move will be neutral. I can't remember if it had any other... And its dark move will be neutral, actually, as well. They're all neutral, I think. But, oh, no, we did get Lycanroc. Oh, okay, cool. We did get Lycanroc. Nice. Sorry, I didn't see that change at the end. Let's see. Ooh, Sneasel's using Snarl. That's good. Ooh, lowering the old special attack. Interesting. I can't remember if these rented Duraludon. Ooh, a Howl. Ooh, this is all very like support and stat based. Oh, Jill, I don't know if you're watching on like a delay or something, Jill, but like we're already battling. So like it's not gonna work. I don't know if like perhaps say like the stream is like rewound or something for you, because we're like we've like already started a new round now. So because we'll have to get you next time now, unfortunately. We definitely will get you next time, but yeah, okay, that probably explains, because I was a bit like, there's something a bit, I think you might be, I think like your stream might be like rewound or something like that, because when you get to this point, at the minute, like on my chat, it's saying like you're waiting in a waiting room and you're typing in the code, but like we've already like missed you and are like doing a raid in terms of like the stream and the stream being live. So I don't know if it I was thinking the same thing as Kramin. I was like, hang on, what? It's like we're already battling. So it's, I mean, like, it sounds like you're doing all the right things on your game, but that could be why we're having some issues connecting. If you're watching the stream on like a 2-minute delay, that could be an issue when we've got like a 3-minute waiting lobby. So yeah, I think maybe in a minute Jill might. So okay, so basically I think in like 2 minutes or something, Jill is gonna watch the stream and start hearing all this, because I think even Jill's chat is a bit out of sync and stuff. So I think maybe in a minute Jill will be a bit like, oh, hang on, wait, you guys are already battling? It's like, yeah, we're like and we wouldn't already be battling if, you know, sort of thing. So I like this Blaziken. This is a good Duraludon, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it for Kevin. Yeah, okay, so now for anyone who's sort of in on the Jill saga, oh, that Cradilly on the left would have been really cool. So hang on, who have we got? We've got, is that an Aurora? Oh, is that an Amora? Oh, that, I'm like ×4 super effective against that. I'm picking that. And I think any steel moves are super effective against that. Is that like an Amora? I think that is like an Amora. Or Aurorus or whatever. Okay. Yeah, so Jill, if you're watching Blaziken now, that is correct. Okay, okay, that explains it. I thought something was weird. I was like, why is Jill? It's like Jill's like, I'm ready, and then it was like, okay, here's the code, and it's like, where's Jill? And then you'd be like, I'm typing in the code, and it was like, but you're not here, and so okay, that explains it. That explains it. So I'm gonna just go with a close combat here, because this is like ×4 super effective. Fighting and steel are like ×4 super effective. Rock is super effective. Fighting, I already said, is super effective. Okay, so Jill, I'm so sorry that you were on a delay. I'm sorry for that confusion. I'm glad we managed to get that sorted out. I will keep that in mind for future as well if we ever have issues connecting with people. Ironhead, yes, that's so good. And then close combat. We're gonna get close combat, yes. Okay, so Jill, we will absolutely and most definitely connect with you next time. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Literally being on like different wavelengths there. We will get you next time, I promise. So hang on. So next time, sorry, Kramin, to get you on the, to get you being like the list dude. So hang on. So next time we'll have Jill, Samicable. I don't know if there was anything else, but maybe we could try Tenchi again. And then and yeah. Okay. That's an alright Aurorus, but again, I like my Blaziken, so Neontake gonna go for the switch though. Okay, so we got Magneton. We if wasn't it Miss Wannikins last week who got a Magneton? And then there's also, so I think Magneton is probably easier than a Bronzong. I would say Bronzong's sort of bulkier. They're both steel types, so. But hey, we'll get another shiny Magneton for someone. It was you, Miss Wannikins. Excellent. Yeah, so we're 2 for 2 on shinies. You got a shiny last week. I got a shiny this week. So But okay, so who are we lining up? Because we're rapidly getting through this. So who are we sort of looking to have? I'm actually going to go with the Fire Pledge here rather than Blaze Kick because it is just that little bit more accurate. And I don't want to miss it, given that I am the most super effective of us here. Ooh, going with that Breaking Swipe to lower the attack, yes. Yeah, I want to just get the safe hit off here because no one else is really super effective. Oh, that did a lot of damage. And then Body Slam. Well, that's fine. Okay, and then I get the speed boost. And then... Okay, I'm going to Fire Pledge again. I'm going to save my Blaze Kick. Oh, and then Lake. Yes, Lake. You were the one I was thinking of, Lake. Okay, so hang on. Right, hang on. There. So we're going to have Jill. We'll have Jill, Lake. We'll have Jill, Lake, and then... So I'm getting lost on my people. Who are the other... I would try and come up with a better system for this, but we're only going to be doing this one more week as well. So was there a third, like Tenchi as well? But was there another person? Oh, Samakable. Do we want to say? Oh, and we got Miss Wannikins as well. Hang on, I'm getting lost in all the lost. We're facing an electric type next, so Magneton's not really going to be helpful, unfortunately. Hang on. So, all right, reset a bit just to kind of get the list under control again. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kramen. I will try and think of a system for how to do this, but it's just when we have people who are like on a time limit, it's kind of like that then factors it. I try and do something where it's just everyone has a number and then you just kind of go through the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you do like 1, 2, 3 and then 4, 5, 6 and then you loop back round to 1, 2, 3 or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Right, Raiko's got pressure. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Dynamax, and I'm going to Max Knuckle once. Because this will get all of our attack up, and then I'll attack with the fire moves. That's my plan. So, again, but we're only doing this one more week, so I'll maybe try and come up with a system for next week, but at the same time, maybe we won't worry about a system. Again, just we got more people this week, so I wasn't expecting this. So yeah, so hang on. So we've got Jill. Hang on, where was the Jill, Lake, and Tenchi? Right, yeah, Jill, Lake, and Tenchi. But maybe we could have someone on standby. Maybe like say Kevin, because Kevin might need to leave soon. But then in the round after that, so we'll have like Jill can be like number 1, Lake can be number 2, Tenchi can be number 3, Kevin can be number 4, and then we'll have Samakable as 5 and Miss Wannikins as number 6. So remember those numbers. Blah, remember your assigned numbers. And then so we'll kind of say 1, 2, and 3 will be next, with 4 on standby, in case Tenchi can't connect. And then, oh good, we're getting the speed boosts in. And then we'll... and then we'll kind of work through that way. And then hopefully that will work, but we might need to figure out a number 7 if number 7 comes up. Okay, so we boosted attack, so I'm going to go with my physical attacks now, and then that was good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so what we'll actually do, Jill, I will kind of come up with a code, just in case there is a delay, I'll come up with a code before I even type it in, and then we'll do that, okay? In fact, I know what my code will be. Okay. We're getting close, chat. Raiko's getting desperate though, so it's going to start doing more attacks now. Okay, so we're going to Max Flare the Raiko with my physical Max Flare. Okay. Hang on. There's Okay, yay, we beat it. So I'm catching up on chat because there's a lot of good chat here or something. Right, I don't think that's shiny. I don't think that's shiny. That might be shiny. I genuinely don't know. Let's check the status screen. Though this is why you check the status screen. So Duraludon is G-Max, but it's not shiny. Aurorus does not seem to be shiny. And Magneton is not shiny. But I will take this Aurorus because it's a cool Pokemon. Get it? Because it's a nice type. So there we go. Okay, so congratulations. Did anyone get any shinies? Let me know. So I think I said Kevin was number 4, but Kevin just played with us, right? Oh, man, I'm getting confused already. I'm getting confused with my own system. Unless Kevin didn't play with us. No, now I'm getting confused again. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Hang on, I'm just going to look at this Aselgor again. For here's a thing of beauty. Excellent. Okay, so right. So the code that I'm going to do in a minute, right? I'll do 13000212 or 0212. Okay, so 13000212. Okay, so that's going to be the code. I'm going to save the game because that's what I do here at Beau Video Games. I save the game 50 bajillion times. And then, right? So I'm still connected to the internet because that's saying once you do the Y thing, you don't need to do it again. Would you like to embark on a Dynamax adventure? Yes, please. And then we're going to select anything is fine. And then I will wait like a 10-second delay. I might just wait a few seconds. So hang on. What did I say? No, I said 1300 and then 0212. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you're writing it out on this screen. Okay. And then you're going to press the plus button for OK. So you press the plus button to bring up the code, and then you type in the code, press the plus button. The link code is set to 13000212. Is that correct? I'm going to hit yes. So maybe because we just had Kevin. Sorry, I forgot we just had Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. I focus on the Pokemon, not the people wielding them, which I do apologize for. So if we're having I need to look at the list again. So we're gonna have Jill, Lake, and an attempted Tenchi, an Attempchi, and then maybe if we have Miss Wannikins or Samicable be on standby, whichever one of you first comments you're on standby is on standby. But if we get to like 45 seconds and we don't see anyone, if you two want to join, and then we'll figure it out from there. Okay, so invite code. I'm going for it. I'm probably going to join some other people instead of being head of the group myself. No, you're not forgotten, Kevin. So we got Ryan. I wonder if people still play this mode like just randomly, like without a code. I mean, they probably do, right? Because like shiny hunters and stuff. Okay, Lake, that's you. And I'm going to assume Jill is Jill. But Jill, I'm so glad you're here. Unfortunately, I don't think the Chikorita line. I'm 99% sure the Chikorita line is not available as a rental Pokemon or as an opponent. They have the Kanto starters. They have the middle forms of the Kanto starters. They have the middle forms and the final forms of the Hoenn starters. And I think that's all they have, actually, in this mode. I don't think they have any Sinnoh, Unova. You can get, like, some of these other Pokemon. You can get, like, the Alola Pokemon in the DLC and stuff like that, but not in the Dynamax mode. I think in the Dynamax mode, it's just Charmeleon, Wartortle, Ivysaur, and then sort of Grovyle, Marshtomp, Combuskin, and then Blaziken, Swampert, Sceptile. So if anyone's on standby for 4th place, because I don't think Tenchi's going to be able to get in. So if Miss Wannikins or Samicable, if you're there, if you want to just type in the code now, I'm kind of thinking at this point it's maybe established that things just aren't going to work for Tenchi. So if one of you two are around, get typing in that code. And if one of you two are around, you have about the same amount of time on your screen. Oh, that's interesting. But then again, we are on like a 10-second delay. So... And with that, we got a handle on the list. Unless I just messed it up. Like Kramen's probably in chat, like sorting out the list, and then I'm just saying stuff without looking at chat. Yeah, if one of you two wants to hop in, we're now at like the 45 seconds on my screen, which probably means it's about like 35 seconds left when you guys hear this message. Go, go, go. I always want at least like 3 human players, given that we, you know, usually have the ability, but it's always better with 4 though. Oh no, wait, that was the tick. Sorry, I hear the noise. I'm like, even though I forget there are 2 noises. There's a bing bing when someone's in, and then there's a ching for the tick. We've got 10 seconds left. Is anyone on standby? Is anyone going to join? 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 It's making us all do the text. No, it's not a problem at all. Shall I just pick Blaziken again? That Relicanth is very good, though. I do think someone should probably have that Relicanth. I'm going to pick Blaziken just because it's funny. And that's a good Machoke. That's a nice boulder. I tell you what, one thing I did do today that I kind of forget to do, or that the timing hasn't worked out on. Oh, the Berserker. That Berserker's alright, but the Machoke is probably better. And the Scoliped's alright. They're both pretty good. Jill is deciding. Who will Jill choose? Jill chose Scolipede! And Oscar chose Machoke. He Machose or something, I don't know. But I made cookies, or I have cookies. Whoa, there's a big old Whalmer. So, it's a ground type. Is it going to be Groudon? Is it going to be Zygarde? Who knows? So, okay, Munchlax. Munchlax will go down to, like, 1 close combat, so I'm picking Munchlax. But everyone's gone for Wailord. Whalmer, sorry. It's very big. It is big. I was thinking that. I was like, the cloud doesn't even cover it. So, yeah, I am eating cookies. I do apologize. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the Munchlax would have gone down to like 1 close combat, but that's okay. You guys will have to do all the work on this one. I'm gonna set you up with a Max Knuckle. I'll set him up. You knock him down. Oh, that's a good avatar. Again, the Sword and Shield look good. Sword and Shield characters look good, man. Just the same like chocolate chip and peanut chip cookies that I've been making for a few weeks now because I have chocolate chips and peanut chips galore. What's using Endure? Oh, that sucks. Ooh, there goes the head smash. Good stuff. There's the rock tomb. Okay, so I'll go with another one. Yeah, it's nice that Scarlet and Violet have given a couple of extra options now, but it does still suck that you are stuck. It does suck that you are stuck with like one of like 4 uniforms. It just like, you know. or sort of one of like 5 primary outfits kind of thing. Like, yeah, you can customize the hat or whatever, but it just doesn't kind of matter, you know. Okay, so there we go. We did it, chat. We beat a Whalmer. Right, I'm good without the Whalmer, personally. And I have a shiny one. But Oscar the computer is like, no, I want that. I want to jeopardize everything. So that's a Magmar. And then is that like... I don't know what the other one is. Is that like a Roly-Coly or a... I can't tell what that is. Because I can't tell what it is, I'm just going to put my cursor on Magmar. Oh no, there are berries this way. I can't tell what that little thing is. But there is a scientist person this way. But okay. Let's see what we got. It's Magmar. I tell you what, I'm going to go with coaching. I'm going to power you guys up. I'm going to power you guys up with the power of coaching. I'm going to tell you guys how to win this fight like I'm doing right now. And then using that, you're going to use what I've taught you to then beat the Magmar, okay? That's the plan, okay? So I'm going to coach you, and then that will kind of work. Okay, that's a good throat chopping. And I'm enjoying my cookies as well. Okay, so chat, you're gonna hit the Magmar and you're gonna win, okay? That's how we're gonna do this thing. Go out there and win. There is my coaching for the day. Okay. Brine, okay. Rylacant's using Max Geyser. So this should do more now because of the coaching. There we go, the coaching worked. Xander wins this one because I told you to. There we go. He did exactly what I told him to do. Magmar has Flame Body instead of Flash Fire, and then it also has like one of the, you know, Vital Spirit type abilities. I think is a hidden one, so this should be fine. It's got 1 health left, but Scolipede hasn't chosen the move yet. No! The stat changes are removed by coaching! But Scolipede did it. Scolipede saved the day. Okay. No, well done, team. Seriously, in all seriousness, well done. Can I... So... Sorry, I started saying this a bit earlier. After last week's stream, I was kind of like... maybe I'll, like, play through the mode and maybe I'll, like, do a bit of shiny hunting of my own, like, outside of the streams. But the thing was... The thing is that I was sort of trying to pick Pokemon that, like, I hadn't got a shiny of, rather than say, like, what's the easiest Pokemon. Because the way that you play this mode is you beat, like, the easiest Pokemon, you know? So it's like, we've got an Azumarill coming up, and then, like, an Amoonguss. Oh, crud. Okay. Well, so this is interesting. We've got 2 Pokemon that are ×4 weak to an Amoonguss. And then we've got Azumarill, who I am weak to. So, I guess by default, we have to pick the Azumarill. But I am super effective. We don't really have anything super effective against this. Oh, okay. I actually did press my cursor to do the Amoongus because it was like... Because we actually don't have anything super effective against the Azumarill is the problem. And we do get the items if we go this way. So... I think... Do I want Muscle Band or do I want Leftovers? I think I'll go with Muscle Band. I'll go offense. Rather than like healing. Oh, got Shell Belt, Expert Belt, and the seed, the grassy seed, whatever. Okay, thank you so much for joining, Tenchi. I'm sorry you're having issues again. But we'll definitely try again, and hopefully it's all good. But thank you so much. Hopefully you're able to watch the rest of your stream later. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go with the Blaze Kick. Just sorry to kind of half cut off my goodbye to Tenchi there. I'm going to start with the Blaze Kick. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I actually do hit. Oh, no. You can't... Ah, no. Whoa. We just got another... $5 super chat from Jill. Thank you so much, Jill. Thanks to your coaching, my Scolipede throat punch had the power and anger of the ancestors behind it. You're very welcome. That coaching did all the work. No. Oh crud, oh crud. Here comes the max overgrowth. Oh, the time source super effective. Ooh, okay. Here's the ironic thing. Steel Roller is a move that only works when a terrain is up, right? Well, a terrain is now up. At the cost of Barbaracle. I am so sorry, Barbaracle. But thank you, Jill. That's really... I'm really glad we're able to do this. Again, I'm sorry for the delay and that it took a couple of minutes for us to figure out what was going on there. But I'm glad we got it sorted out, and I'm really glad you're here with us. Okay, speed boost. Oscar can Dynamax. Okay. It's using Rage Powder. This is like a follow me type move, right? So that basically essentially does nothing. Okay, Scoliped's using Mega Horn. That's good. Head Smash. This will do a lot. Okay, good. Dang, if we had Barbaracle, that maybe could have got the KO. But that's okay. Okay, and then... Oscar's gonna come back. Have we only lost one? Have we lost one Pokemon or two? I'm gonna have to see how many lives we've lost. Oh, there goes the grassy seed. Well, that was pointless. Because I'm gonna get the KO here. Right, Dynamax, Max Flare. So this is gonna be a very long animation for a very quick KO. So I do apologize, but this is gonna be game set match. Yeah, we've only lost one so far. That's what I thought. I think that I was like, I think that is the only one, but I do forget as soon as like a battle's done. I've forgotten everything. So there we go. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. I started talking about something earlier. Like Kevin probably is going to need to go in a minute, and I wanted to ask Kevin about something. I say like 2 weeks ago there was some joke where basically there was something like sort of like a little bit naughty or naughty adjacent that came up, and basically I think like Kevin typed a word in chat where I was like, huh, that like I'm kind of surprised like the chat allowed that word to be typed in, but I can't remember what that word is now, and I don't want everyone to start typing in bad words into chat being like, was it this awful word? Was it this awful word? I've also banned a lot of words because I don't know if I've ever told this story. Forgive me if I have, so I'll tell like a condensed version of it. But before I started streaming on YouTube, there is a setting. There is an area where it's like, are there any words you would like banned? Okay, we're getting to ground type next, so Amoongus actually could be pretty good. So ironically, the only ground type is Zygarde, and I'm gonna take it. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm gonna take it. Cram it. I think I remember it, but I don't want to type it in. Do you have any way of like messaging me what that word was? Because I wanted to check if I had like blocked it or not. So it is Groudon. So I made that. Well, although Blaziken's fire moves would be powered up by the sunlight, but still, this is a good prediction on my part. But yeah, I'm just gonna go the Giga Drain because it's super effective. I was kind of tempted to maybe go for like a Rage Powder or something, but it probably has like Earthquake or Precipice Blades, and that probably just hits everything, and that'd probably just be a waste of a move. Thank you for the hint, Kevin. I am gonna now write down that word on a piece of paper, and then I'm gonna have a piece of paper sitting around in my house with that word written on it. Because basically after we had that, I thought of a bunch of words where I was like, oh, do I have this word? And do I have that word? And do I have this word? And so I started thinking of like all these words that I was like, I'm gonna check if they're on the list. Because yeah, YouTube has this thing where you can type in any words you don't want chat to be able to type in, and so I had this mammoth thing before I began streaming. So like over a year ago, I had this whole big thing when I started streaming where I brainstormed every bad word I could think of, and I like asked my brother. I was like, hey bro, here's a bunch of bad words, and you know there are a bunch of variations of those words. Are there any that I've missed? You know, I genuinely sent like a message like that to my brother. Because, no disrespect to my brother, but he would probably know more bad words than I do, because I am a bit more innocent. But even so, I like comedy and comedies and stuff like that, and, you know, I watch a lot of, like, action movies and stuff like that, you know, so I've heard a lot of bad language, and, you know, I'm aware of rude things, even if I don't ever use these words myself very much. Or at all in a lot of words cases. Some bad words I do use like personally, you know, and privately, but most bad words I don't. So it was this weird, fun but weird exercise of just going through thinking of like every bad word I could possibly muster. But yeah, but I might now block the rhymes with scorn word that you are talking about. Just to be safe. But hey, that rain is working a good treat. So no, but thank you for that. Thank you, Kramen. Thank you, Kevin. And yes. We're doing well here. Sorry, I haven't really been talking about the battle, but like it's going well. Okay, well I say we're doing well, and then we get a critical hit on Jill Scolipede. How dare you attack Jill Scolipede? Scolipede has been an important member of, I was gonna say the MVP, but no, Relicanth has been. I can't lie. Relicanth has been the MVP of this whole thing. Relicanth has been excellent. Relicanth has been very awesome. But Scolipede has still been very, very, very useful, and an integral part of things as well. Your avatar's very cool, Jill. I just want to say that. I know I'm saying that to everyone's avatars, so it then kind of comes across less sincere, but like, just the avatars look great in this game. They're so customizable. Ooh, Max Quake. Is this gonna knock out Relicanth? Yes, it is. Oh no, the MVP. No. The irony is, if I'd have used Rage Powder, I could have tanked that, couldn't I? Razor Shell! Yes, Oscar the computer! Thank you, Oscar! Yes! Okay, perfect. So, catch your Groudons, check if they're shiny, and let's see what's going on. Let's see how we do this. So, Whalmer, okay, not shiny. Magmar, not shiny. Amoonguss, not shiny. I will do the double check, even though I know they're not shiny. But you always want to double check. You want to check, like, on this screen to see if the little sparkle logo is there next to that little sort of Pokeball symbol, which is like the Galar symbol. you want to check after that. So no sparkles, no sparkles, no sparkles. But yeah, Wailmer would be purple. Magmar would be a sort of like a pinkish color. I'd describe it as like a pinkish red. And Amoonguss would have a like a great ball. No, is it like a great ball, or is it like a master ball? I think it's either like blue or purple instead of the red for the Pokeball. I think it is blue, but I can't remember. Groudon, more like Groudon. Yes, Miss Wannikins, love it. So I don't know which one of these to pick. Hang on, what are like the abilities? Again, I'm probably gonna like just get rid of these, but I'll take a Moongus because it's funny and it's like so there we go. Okay. Oh, Jill, you got it. His name is George and he is now in your party. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, no thanks. Okay, I'm going to save because we save 50 bajillion times here at Beau Video Games. So, I cannot remember who is next. I can only focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, Kevin, if you didn't get to join, then let's get you in one more time. Shiny Amoonguss is Master Ball color. Okay, I'm thinking of Brute Bonnet. Brute Bonnet has blue. Which is why I was like, it's either purple or blue. But yeah, no, Amoonguss is purple, and I think Foongus is purple as well. I think they both are. So okay, so who are the ones with the Kramen? Help. I can't remember. No, wasn't it? Hang on, I think I do know this, but I'm too afraid to say it out loud now. Hang on. There's the handle on the list. So, Samicable, Miss Wannikins, and Kevin? Is that our trio? Is that the trio? And then we can maybe get Jill back in again, like, next time. And I mean, if Lake's still around as well, then we can, sort of go back to the team we just had, like, again. But yeah. So, okay, I think that sounds like a plan. We'll go for 1, 2, 3. We'll go for 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 1, 2. Which, out loud, that sounds harder to memorize, but on screen it will be easier to memorize, I promise. So we're going to go link code, okay? So 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 0, 2, 1, 2. You may be noticing we're doing a lot of 0, 2, 1, 2s. Perceptive people will know why, because it's kind of, it's not exactly subtle. Okay, or why last week was 25, 1, 1. Every time. But okay. Again, it's a very easy. Again, if you figured out my system, it's a very easy system, but it's a fairly effective one to come up with a different code each time, but to kind of make it something kind of unique. But yeah, you may notice we don't use as many, like, I don't know, 7s, 8s, or 9s as well. Okay, so that's the code. I'm gonna go invite others, and then we'll get our team. Okay, so there's Miss Wannikins. Oh, Kramen, thank you. You typed it in. You legend. And then Kevin. Okay, excellent. Okay, well, I'm the one holding everyone up, so let's go. To quote Super Mario, let's go. Okay. So we've got some good picks here. It's tough between Sharpedo and Trevenant. Sharpedo is like the better Pokemon, but I don't think that's the better moveset, so I'm actually gonna go with Trevenant. But I'm gonna leave it until the last second to make it tense. Oh, Ditto! Ditto, that's fun! I'm not saying you have to pick it, but that's, but like Ditto, oh my gosh, like, because Ditto's the wild card. For those who don't know Ditto would just turn into whatever the opponent is. So like that's probably like a Giratina or something at the end, or maybe like a Blacephalon. But okay, so hang on, we've got Absol here and then Vaporeon here. I'm actually going to check what the next ones are. Normal, that looks like a young goose or something like that, I don't know. And then that's like a Bronzong, and then we've got like a ghost there. Oh, that's an Alolan Marowak. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Vaporeon. I wanna fight that Alolan Marowak. I wanna get ground down by a Marowak. But yeah, that Ditto. Yes, Xander, that's a really good and clever point. So, in addition to Ditto, like Ditto being the wild card, it just turns into the opponent, right? So it would turn into this Vaporeon. But the thing it would do is it can tell you what moves the opponent has. So yeah, it's very cool and very clever and all that stuff. So, okay, I'm going to just go with the Hornleech. Kevin's setting up the electric terrain, interesting. Kevin doing his setting up thing that he likes to do. Okay, so Sharpedo's using Scale Shot. So this is a multi-hit move, which is going to lower your defense, but it's going to increase your speed. But you also have speed boost, so your speed is going to increase at the end of this turn as well. So if this goes for Sharpedo, this could do a lot of damage though. Ooh, it did a lot, but it's so hung in there, so that's kind of okay. So we're going to get a speed, and then ironically we get a speed drop. But so so your Scale Shot's going to cancel out, but then your speed boost is going to boost your speed. So instead of being insanely fast, you'll just be very fast. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get some heal back from the mechs. But I guess. Okay. We didn't get any Dynamaxing. I am going to Dynamax here, because I may as well get that super effective grass move off. Trevenant's so cool. And then, yes. Okay, here we go. Get big, get even bigger, big tree. Get bigger. Xander, fight legendary with a legendary. Yeah, I did have that happen a few years ago, where like one of my computer partners had Ditto. Or I think the opponent was Ditto and then it turned into... I can't remember what it was, but it was a funny thing where, like, yeah, Ditto turned into a legendary, and then, yeah, it was all very funny. But, yeah, okay. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Guys, can you... I'm just trying to think of what things was I going to talk about, and I can't really remember, but, guys... Can you believe it's the month of December already? I, like, kind of can. Because people get a bit like, oh my gosh, it's this month already. And it's like, yeah, but it feels like a long time since last Christmas. You know, like last Christmas, I gave you my heart. No, I'm kidding. No, last Christmas, what did I do last Christmas? What were the games I played last Christmas? I can't think. Oh, last year was like Sonic. Oh, yeah. Last year was like my Turtles year and Sonic Frontiers year. I got Sonic Frontiers for Christmas. And then, because I wanted to, like, play Ryan's big new game on Christmas, and then also play like classic, like play like Shredder's Revenge for like the first time and stuff like that, and then yeah, and then for my birthday I got like the other Turtles game, like Cowabunga Collection, and some other game that I can't think of. What was the other game I got? Like, because I got like 2 for Christmas, 2 for birthday, but. Oh, I got Link's Awakening. I think Link's Awakening was last year. That was my birthday last year. So yeah, but so, you know, I mean, I would sort of say that felt like I don't know, you know, I could be like, oh, that could be anywhere between like 8 and, you know, 11 months ago, and it was like, oh, it was 11 months ago. So, so it doesn't feel that crazy, but oh, hang on, we had a ghost at the end, didn't we? Well, I think Trevenant. I'll hold off now because that Vaporeon isn't very good, but I might want to trade the Trevenant at some point because it doesn't really have anything to deal with a ghost type, but it's weak to a ghost type. I'm tempted to go for Marowak. Although it's weak against Ghost, it probably will have more to do against it. And I also don't have a shiny one of these. This could be a good chance to get a shiny Alolan Marowak. It's easier to beat than a Bronzong. So I like the idea of the Marowak. And you guys like the Pokemon song too. You want to get ground down by a Marowak as well. Not me also singing the song Last Christmas. I know. I'm sorry to do that too. I've got you singing the Pokemon song. I've got you singing Last Christmas. I've got you singing loads of things. But yeah, this is a sort of, in theory, good way to get shiny Alolan Pokemon. Because it's pretty hard to get the Alolan Pokemon these days. And you can't, like... It's harder to get shinies. Well, there is the SOS method. I'm going to set up a Reflect. For everyone. You can use like the SOS method, I guess, in the Gen 7 game, in like Sun and Moon. So maybe you can get a shiny like kind of easily that way or whatever, and then you can just evolve your, your like Cubone into a Marowak or whatever. But I would argue regional forms are some of the hardest shinies to get, unless they're in a modern game where like the shiny hunting's busted. For those of you who saw my shiny chart the other day, it's like Hisui. I have like 6 of the 7 Hisuian Pokemon because it's basically just Enamorus is the only one I don't have a shiny of. Right, Trevenant, Reflect, protect everyone, because Marowaks are physical. So even though it's using a fire move, see, between the Reflect and the Rain, that did a whole lot less damage, even though that was like ×4 super effective. The problem is it's now sunny, which sucks. So, but maybe Sharpedo can set up some more rain for us. If you're feeling brave, Samicable. But you could also use a Dark move, and that would be super effective, and that would do more damage than the Water type move. So I'm just going to use Horn Leech here, because Trick Room doesn't really do anything to help us. Okay, you're going for the Water move to set up the Rain. Nice. But yeah, this one will do less than the first one. And because it's only an Aqua Jet as well, so Aqua Jet's not that powerful, unfortunately. But then again, I think you only had like Assurance or something, so that's not really that powerful either, I guess. Luckily, Marowaks can have Lightning Rod as their ability, so that's lucky that worked. We're quite lucky that worked there and didn't end up powering it up. It's using Will-O-Wisp, but Sandslash dodged it, yes! Woo! Nice. So I think, one of Sharpedo's attacks will probably do this now, won't it? The weather in this dungeon is crazy. I know, right? You're saving Darkness for the boss. Not a bad idea, because if it was like a Giratina or something, then it would have pressure and you wouldn't have as many PP, so that is using the old noodle. Very good point. Because that is a thing about this mode. Sometimes you do kind of forget about like the PP conservation, or at least, when I was playing this mode 3 years ago, I was very on it, but when I'm just trying to like chat to people and stuff like that, I forget that stuff. So let's see what we got here. So I am going to take this Marowak, if no one minds. Oh, we're all going for the Marowak. Well, let's see what happens. I can't remember what Pokemon Kevin had, even though he used it like 2 seconds ago. You encountered a scientist. You have a rental Pokemon. I'm not going to arbitrarily trade. Or should we? Actually, nah, I'm going to do it. Although Miss Wannikins is as well. Oh, you got Chelson. Oh, that's interesting, because that is a ghost type. So that's quite interesting, actually. So hang on, who have we got? Okay, so we've got like some random... Oh, is that like Galvantula? Or something? And then... Oh, that's a Scolipede. And then this is... I can't tell what this poison type is. Is that an Amoonguss? I can't tell what all these things are based on the silhouettes, because it depends on what angle you're looking at it from. But, although Scolipede I don't think has any... I think like all its moves are not very effective. So in that sense, it's a terrible it is a terrible choice. But... I'm going to set up a Reflect. But if it is a Giratina, Galvantula wouldn't be tremendously helpful against that. And it would be able to knock out Sharpedo very easily. And we now have a Dynamaxed Marowak. I hope one of us gets a shiny Marowak, because that would be very cool. If one of us got shiny Marowak, that would be bloomin' brilliant. Hey, there's like a... what, like a 1 in 25 chance of that or something? Who knows? Charlie, you're back. Welcome back. If you want to join in again, I think we may have needed a 4th person for like the next round. Crammon will have to tell you, because my brain is too not... it's not that. So... oh, hang on, because we had... oh, because we had Jill... and was it Jill and Neo okay? So in theory we could have Jill, Neo okay, and Charlie. Have I remembered people right? Have I remembered people wrong? I don't know. I should have just shut up and let Crammon say it. Okay. I'll just Horn Leech. Trick Room probably could have... Trick Room probably actually could have been the better move to use. Trick Room would have been better here, because although Sharpedo would be at the bottom. Yeah, I'm actually going to use Trick Room next time, because 3 of our Pokemon are slower than Scolipede. And I can't really do much damage to it. The only reason why that did so much, and I was like, that did a lot, is because it was a crit. Oh, yeah, I should have used Trick Room, because then Kevin could have got like 2 hits in a row. I know this is bad for Sharpedo, but I think we're going to be done in a turn anyway. So I'm going to use Trick Room. We'll see what happens. No, you didn't hijack anything, Charlie. No, you were good. You were good. We should be able to take it out this turn. But I've got no good moves for it, so I would rather like conserve the PP. Now I'm playing the PP game. Ooh, Mega Horn, that did a lot. Icy Wind! Because, yeah, I wouldn't be able to, like, KO it here or anything. Oh, no, it's Speed Fell! But Rex Flare is going to get it, so it doesn't matter. There we go. We did it. Sorry, I was a bit out of step with everyone there, wasn't I? Right, we're going to catch this, because you catch everything in Dynamax mode. Can't get a shiny if you don't get the... if you don't catch them. Oh, it's Jill and Lake. That was it. Sorry, Lake. That was it. It was Jill and Lake. So we could have Jill, Lake, and Charlie. Jill, Lake, and Charlie. Jill, Lake, and Charlie. Right, I am going to swap here, because I could Toxic and Throat Chop the Ghost. The Ghost! Because I have nothing against... like, if it's a Giratina, I have nothing against it. If it's Blacephalon, I have nothing against it. So, and I can't think of any other Ghost legendaries. Marshadow, but Marshadow doesn't appear in this mode. And plus that gets into the whole legendary versus mythical debate, I suppose. But okay, it's Giratina. This is what we were kind of anticipating the whole time. So Scolipede. Oh, Lunala. It could have been Lunala. That is a good point. Yes, it could have been Lunala. Oh, no, I can't Dynamax. Right, I'm just going to go with a Throat Chop, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go Throat Chop. I think that's going to be better than Toxic. If I do need to Toxic in a turn, we can check it, but I think just my Throat Chops are going to be more useful. Right, Sharpedo! Fainted. Oh, okay. Icy Winds, excellent. Lowering that speed, very useful. And see, look, Kevin's going for the Will-O-Wisp. Get those burns in. Lower the physical attacks. Okay. Chat, should I Dynamax here? Or is there a better reason for someone else to Dynamax? Who's next? Is Sharpedo could Dynamax. And that would... I might hold off for someone else, because we got Sharpedo and we've got Marowak, so I'm going to hold off. I don't think me getting a slightly boosted Dark type move that's not Stab is very useful to anyone. We're gonna play the long game here. And Dazzling Gleam, that's nice. That's super effective, right? Nice. Do you have Cursed Body? That would be kind of nifty. Shadow Bone, nice stuff. Unfortunately, Marowak is a bit weaker because it doesn't have its held item, but that's okay. Defense down. Okay, here we go. So here we go. So Sharpedo's in, and then you're going to be able to Dynamax that, right? So that would be very good. Like Sharpedo or Marowak are like my two Dynamax this kind of choices. I would say Jellicent as well if it had the Ghost move and if it had good health. But so okay. I don't know what attack I just said that's so funny to Miss Wannykins, but now I can't remember what I said, but now I desperately want to know. Again, I say things and then they just go right out of my head because I'm concentrating on like too many different things. I've got like a screen of tech on my left, like stream tech stuff, and then I've got like the game. I'm trying to think about talking about Christmas, which a conversation I started talking about 5 minutes ago, and now I've moved on from. Okay, Icy Wind. Oh, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam is a pretty cool move. It is a good move. I do prefer Moonblast. I don't get me wrong, being able to hit two people at once is cool, but I like Moon. The thing about Moonblast though, Moonblast is like a bit of a broken move, because it's like power 95 instead of 90. Like all the other attacks, like, you know, your flamethrowers, ice beams, thunderbolts, they're all like 90 or below, but Moonblast for some reason is 95, and I don't get why it never got lowered to match all the other ones. I know why it was more effective originally or whatever, but still. Miss Wannykins is cheering. Unless I'm confusing up all my various chat audience people. Right, Max Darkness. This is going to lower the special defense. Would you help with those Dazzling Gleams? They nerfed Draining... How much was Draining Kiss? Was that not always 50? Did that used to be like 60 or something? I genuinely can't remember. I do have a shiny Giratina from Pokemon Go, so I do not mind not being able to get a shiny one. But let's see. Okay, Vaporeon, not shiny. I don't think that's shiny. I don't know what it looks like, and that's not shiny. Let's just check you, though. No. I don't know what a shiny Alolan Marowak looks like, so... Swarm, Rockhead, and Water Absorb. Nice. Oh, Rockhead's a good ability for a Marowak, because it means that Flare Blitz doesn't do anything. So that's pretty nifty. I'll take that. I will take that. Gotta get those Alolan variants whenever you can. We did it, team. Excellent work. Excellent. Okay, so I was saying about this mode before. We'll set up a new round in a minute. Well, maybe if Kramin's feeling kind, Kramin could just remind me of the 3 people we said again. I believe it was Jill, Lake, and Charlie. So we can probably start in like 2 minutes. But I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. I was sort of playing through. I was like playing through this mode after we did the stream last Saturday, and I kind of thought like, and I kind of was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go through and do some, like, I think I'm going to play through this mode a bit on my own and do some shiny hunting. But I kind of, like, encountered a bit of a problem. One, the computers do kind of suck. And the problem is if you are just taking the path of least resistance, you can generally get through this and win with the computers. You will lose to a couple of the legendaries are very, very hard. That's why they have the whole like bookmark system for like, hey, do you want to fight this legendary again? That's why they do all that, because the computers suck. But and they will make like arbitrary trades and all this other stuff. But what then kind of happens though is when you just play on your own and you're kind of keeping the shinies in mind, it means that you start choosing things based on whether you have them as a shiny or not, and then it means that you're not picking the path of least resistance, and so it means you're picking up an extra KO here and there, and then when you fight the legendary, you lose to it, which kind of doesn't matter when you've caught all the legendaries, but like, it just is a bit like, you know, it's just kind of like a bit of a headache, and when you don't see any Pokemon where like you haven't seen them as shiny before, and because they only do have that 1 in 100 chance of being shiny, it's a bit of a slow mode. Like, oh, you play for like 15, 20, up to like 30 minutes if you're playing with other people mode, and then like, you know, you're you know, and then you got like a 1 in 100 chance for each Pokemon being shiny. It's only about like, say, like a 1 in 25 chance or whatever, once you then factor out, you know, once you factor in the fact that you are catching like 4 of them or whatever. But still, it's just sort of a bit of an annoying thing where I kind of did it a few times and I sort of lost a few battles, and on one of them I even lost to like the 3rd Pokemon, just like a regular Pokemon. Because again, I was just kind of picking Pokemon based on shininess, not based on getting through the whole mode. And it was just kind of like, you know, it was sort of just a bit. So, you know, like playing for like a mode for like 15 minutes to have like a 3% chance of getting a shiny, it's just a bit unoptimal when you've got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you know. Yeah, it's a bit. So that was just kind of, so I was like, no, I think I'm just going to save this mode for the streams. And because as well, if you're playing with like three other people, you can be like, hey, did anyone get any shinies? And you're actually quite likely, if you play this mode with a few people for a few hours, you are statistically quite likely to have at least one person get the shiny. We had it last week with Miss Wannikins getting the Magneton. We had it this week with me getting the Aselgor. And maybe we'll have it more again this week or next week. Kevin, thank you so much for joining. As always, thank you for your fun commentary and chat and information and everything. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's see. So no shiny, no shiny, no shiny. So let's see. Thank you so much, Samakable, as well. Bye, 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 bye. Okay, so so Draining Kiss was only 50. Okay, I thought it was 50, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes moves surprise you. I don't think I genuinely knew for a long time that Clamp was a Generation 1 move. I thought Clamp was a move they introduced for Clamperl in Generation 3. But it's like, no, Cloyster had it in Gen 1, but I guess I never, like, fought the Elite Four when I was a kid, so I never, I don't think I even ever fought the Elite Four when I was a kid, I'm not sure. Maybe I did and I lost, I don't know. I remember trying them in Gold and Silver, but I don't ever remember trying them in Blue. But I also know I never beat them in Blue, so, You remember seeing a stream and they got a shiny Solgaleo. Oh, man. See, I will use this mode someday to shiny... I think I probably will end up doing this mode someday to shiny hunt for legendaries. I joked last week. Hang on, we'll start getting a we'll start getting a thing going. We'll have 1500, so 1500. Hang on a sec. I can type this in instead of cramming. I can save cram in 8 taps of a keyboard. We'll have that be the code for our trio of adventurers. They'll probably get the room in before me. Right, so 1500. Although I'm actually doing this slightly different from my code. If I was doing this correctly, it would be 1350. But oh well. If I were doing this correctly, according to my own system of numbering, it would actually be 1350 0212. But anyway, I messed it up. Oh yeah, it was Lake Jill and Charlie. Sorry. As soon as you say it, it's like, yeah, it was Lake Jill and Charlie. But anyway, bark. And his reaction was really good. Oh my gosh, I bet. Because Shiny Solgaleo, it's like this is the only way to get like a legit Shiny Solgaleo. Like it hasn't been in Pokemon Go yet or anything. So yeah. So there we go. So I believe we are waiting on Jill because Jill was called Jill. So basically, as long as I remember Ryan is Lake, it'll be very easy for me to remember everyone. In theory. Okay, in theory. So press ready to go, and we'll all be ready to go. If all four of us are here, we can just press the A button. And normally I'm the one who doesn't press the A button because I just always want to hold out for everyone. But we actually have a group of 4, so we can just do this. That was after a minute. Well done, chat. That was very quick. These Pokemon suck. Okay. I think Emolga's the best one of these. Hopefully something better comes along when I take it. Yeah, Skuntank's okay. That's an okay Skuntank. And I mean, it's dealer's choice. I would honestly have no personal recommendation. Anything you pick here is the correct choice, I would say. The only amusing one perhaps is Clink Clank, 'cause it means we get to start doing Peter Griffin impressions again. You know what really grinds my gears? You know, but whatever. That wasn't a very good Peter Griffin impression, but you know what I mean. So, Emolga's your fave. Soleil, hello. Lovely to see you. The Eevee squad. I know, I did think that. I've ruined everything by being a gloom. The gloom of doom. Right, let's see what we're up against here. You know what really clinks my clangs? Yes, Crab. Yes, love it. Love it. Dragon. Okay, a dragon at the end. A dragon type legend. Okay, so we've got Malamar on the left, and then on the right we've got Slowbro. Or yes, I think that's Slowbro. I don't have a shiny Malamar. But we are very super effective against Slowbros, so I guess Slowbro is the better choice. Whichever one of these we go for, doesn't matter too much. Hey, we went for the Malamar. Okay, good. I was like, I can't just be selfish and choose the Malamar. But that's the thing. See, because we're playing as humans and not computers, we can pick the more difficult path to try and get the better shinies, right? Like, we've had a Slowbro community day in Pokemon Go, but we haven't had a Malamar one, so... Okay, right. Now this thing... Oh, crud. I just realized something. This guy could have Contrary, so we don't want to lower its stats, okay? Don't lower its stats. We can increase our own stats, but we don't want to lower... our own ones or whatever, okay? I don't know whether to go for Max Lightning or Max Airstream. I'm gonna go for... I'll go for Max Airstream to boost our speed. And then I'll just stick with the electric moves afterwards. Okay. Malamars are so pretty, Zach says. They look cool. I personally would not lean towards the word pretty, but I would go towards... They're very cool. It's a very well-designed Pokemon. They look great. They look evil. So evil. They had an evil one in, like, the anime. They just had, like, this random Malamar that was, like, evil. And it, like, could, like, scheme and do, like, really nefarious things, like, of its own volition. It didn't belong to anyone or anything. It was just this evil Malamar that just showed up every once in a while. I don't know whatever happened to it. Ash is probably going to challenge it now, and he'll lose, because that Malamar was evil. Evil! It was a very creepy episode, wasn't it? Because basically, it took over, it possessed Officer Jenny. it like possessed Officer Jenny and was like making Officer Jenny do like bad things. And then it was like, oh, Officer Jenny's doing bad things, and she's like, oh, what's going on, kind of thing. And then it's like, wait, it looks like you were hypnotized by whom? And then it's like, oh, this Malamar. And it wasn't even like a trainer's Malamar. It was just like a random evil Malamar. Very, very spooky. Ooh. It's like not even October anymore, and I'm so spooked out. So, okay. The Gloom of Doom. The Gloom of Doom. Hang on, Lake. I have to say, Beau, I'm glad you said my name right. You have no idea how many people sometimes manage to mispronounce that. What, Lake or Lake or Ryan? You'll have to let me. You'll have to let me know how people get those wrong. Because, funnily enough, so Ryan Bartley, my dear wonderful friend Ryan Bartley, who I've talked about a number of times on the stream. It's funny. She one time kind of pointed out, because of my accent and stuff, I kind of say like when I say Ryan often, I kind of say it as like a one-syllable word instead of two. So I almost say like Rhine, like from Xenoblade Chronicles, like it's Rhine time. But it's sort of, I would kind of say that I say it as like a 1.5 syllables, because I don't just flat out say Rhine. I'm not like Rhine, my friend Rhine. But I don't sort of say Ryan like very strongly either. Like, I'm kind of like Ryan kind of thing, Ryan. Like, so it's kind of, so I do know what she meant when she said that. Like, she is right when I say that. So, oh, Ryan? Really? People say Ryan? Oh, that's very weird. That's very weird. No, I've never seen anyone. Because sometimes you do get names like Aaron and Aaron, where they're like spelled the same, but there's like different emphases or pronunciations or whatever. But I've never seen like a Ryan who would be like a Ryan. It's always Ryan kind of thing, like Ryan. But, oh, that's really interesting. Oh, well, for one thing, you are most welcome to have the correct name pronunciation. Second, I'm sorry people pronounce your name wrong. Third, I really am sorry people pronounce your name wrong, because that is really one of those. I feel like Ryan is one of those slam dunk names where, oh, I didn't pay attention to what Pokemon is at the end. Oh, it was a dragon, wasn't it? Is anyone going for it? Because I might, just because Emolga's not fantastic. Okay. Ryan is going for it. I suppose if you have I suppose if you do have the two N's at the end, then I get why some people would maybe think that they would overthink it and think Ryan. So is that like a Scolipede again? And then that's like a regular Raichu. I'm tempted to go for the Scolipede out of these two, because I have a super effective move against it. Yeah, I guess if you have the double N on your name, I could picture a scenario where people see your name and they go, "Oh, Ryann. It must be pronounced differently." Oh, it's Center Scorch. Oh, that would be a cool shiny. I don't think its shiny looks that much different, but I don't have one, so that would explain why it looked kind of like a Scolipede, but not like a Scolipede. I was like, I don't think that was Scolipede. We fought Scolipede, but it looks like it looks kind of like a Scolipede, but it doesn't look like a Scolipede. Well, that explains it. I'm gonna go with Acrobatics because it's super effective. Oh, hang on a minute. Cram in. Oh, OMG, Pokemon Go reminds me. Beau, do you remember that group of tasks to get the Master Ball that ended a couple of weeks ago? Yes, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but I want to read the rest of it. I was just doing the for EXP, and the day before the last, you had one more stop to spin and 10 more pokes to catch to complete those two tasks, and you end up completely forgetting to play the last day? So hang on, wait, did you do all the raids? Because, like, for me, the raids were the hardest thing. You had to do 60 raids in, like, less than 90 days or something like that, and unless you do like one a day, that means you have to like spend money on raid passes. If you do like more than one raid a day, you have to like, you know, you can sort of technically sometimes do two, without having to spend money, but generally the rule is 1 raid per day, otherwise you pay money. And so they had this thing where you had to do like 60 raids in like less than 90 days, and unless you get any raids that you can do just by yourself, unless there are just any raids that you could just do on your own, locally, generally for like the stronger raids you have to have other people. So it's kind of one of these things where it's like, not only did you have to do 60 raids, but you had to find like raids that you could do on your own, or for like the raid hours, go to places where you could play with other people and definitely beat them. So for me, the thing about that task was, the main thing for me was doing the 60 raids. So like I had like done everything like really quickly, but the raids I was really worried about. But I did manage to do them all with like about like 3 weeks to spare. So I do have my second Master Ball now, and it's really cool because I have shiny. Sorry, not shiny. I have Galarian Moltres. Good golly gosh! Imagine if I had a shiny. I have Galarian Moltres, and I have Galarian Articuno, which I used my first Master Ball on because, well, you guys know why. I got Galarian Articuno, but hey, okay, we beat it. I might switch for this because I think I'm kind of weak, and if we're against a dragon, Center Scorch might be better against a dragon than an Emolga. I don't know. So I was really worried about doing the raids, but I did it, and and so I now have the extra Master Ball. So if I ever run into a Galarian Zapdos, it's a guaranteed thing now, which is just such a huge relief. I stopped using Blue Incense. I even stopped using Blue Incense during the event because I was like, I don't want to run into a Galarian Zapdos and like not be able to catch it. I was like, so. But anyway, so you got to the end and you like had nearly done those tasks, and then like, oh, that's so annoying. Jill, one time a lady looked at my name and called me Julia. That's very weird. I mean, one of the things we've kind of talked... Hang on, so what are the Pokemon we got here? I genuinely can't see... Hang on, are you... I genuinely can't tell what these are. I'm leaning towards the Psychic more than the Water just because I'm a Fire type, but... Is that one of the, like, Galarian fossils or something? Like the Arctovish? That would be my guess. It's kind of big and blobby, but it's like not a Jellicent. Oh, it's a Poliwrath. Okay, well that makes sense. I couldn't like see the arms because its arms are like tucked in. Okay, well that makes sense now. Of course I trade my Emolga right before facing this guy. Yeah, I am going to Dynamax here, because it will give me an ability to survive. I'm going to use Gmax Centiferno first, because this will do recurring damage each turn. So although this won't be very powerful, I'll be able to get a lot of chip damage on it each turn. So... Oh, hang on a minute. Shay, you missed out because you had to go to the hospital. Oh no, what happened? I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing better at least. Wait, Jill, it just kicked you out? Oh, crud. What's going wrong with everyone? I mean, those are two very different issues, but, But you had to miss the Pokemon Go stuff because of the hospital thing. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. But see, that was a really annoying thing, because with the... Sorry to sort of make this sound like back to my problem with it, but the raids thing, it was like, again, doing like 60 raid, that was essentially doing like, you know, 1 raid per day for like 2/3, 2 months out of 3. And again, if you had something like that, it's like, well, that would immediately just mess you up. Which one of these do I want to use? Quake or Ooze? Quake or Ooze? Quake or Ooze? Quake or Ooze? I'll go with the Quake. We just got another super chat. A $5.69 from Satella. Meow. I know, no meowing. Cats have been very good today. I am here on the house by myself today, so I kind of worried they might get a bit fussier without anyone else here, but I guess they kind of know that they're on their own for a few hours, so they just have to settle down. But Satella, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. But if Gloom had been next, I would have saved Dynamaxing for Gloom, but Gloom was like at the bottom, so I just thought maybe... okay, let's see. Body Slam. Don't be paralyzed. Okay, it's paralyzed, but... See, look! The Center Scorch! The chip damage! It worked! We won! Huzzah! Okay, Pokeball go. And then... No, you were okay, Charlie. No worries. No worries. I felt like that was like my whole last week. Like, last week I was like, I can't do anything about this. Hang on, let's just see. Xander, you had someone call you Corey randomly. That's funny. I don't know why that's as funny as it is, but okay, let's see. Charlie's gonna switch. We are against... Yeah, that could be okay against a dragon. And I can still do some damage with a Center Scorch. So Charlie's gonna switch. Okay, so let's just pay it. So Ryan has the Malamar, Charlie has the Poliwrath, and now some bloke called Martin has the Gloom. So yeah, that is one thing that was good about this mode as well. It was good at switching out computers. Whenever some... Oh, it's Latios. Oh, I do have shiny Latios from Pokemon Go. But yeah. See, I was going to make a joke like when we began this, and then I realized I forgot the joke. So I get so distracted. Oh, no, it resists ground. It's null to ground moves. It resists fire. This moves... Oh, gosh, this is not very good. I'm going to try and burn it. I can't do much here. I wasn't expecting a levitator. I wasn't expecting a levitator. Okay, so here we go. Latios is using Dragon Pulse. Ooh, it's very powerful. Okay, so Malamar is using Max Darkness. Thank you, Ryan. And that's going to lower the special defense, so that's going to power up my flamethrower, so that's pretty cool. And any Moon Blast, the Moon Blast or Dazzling Gleam or whatever Gloom had. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Oh, we didn't get the right. Okay, so Charlie's going to power us up, so that's going to power up Malamar, so that's good. And it is going to give it the defense. Well, unfortunately, the defense isn't going to do a Oh no! The contrary! I forgot to say about that from a defensive teammate point of view. I only said about it when we were against Malamar. I was like, don't lower its stats. But the reverse is also true. Don't boost Malamar's stats, because otherwise... Because its contrary ability reverses stat changes. So we just made Malamar worse. I'm sorry, Charlie. I should have said about that. Oh no. So this is why multiplayer's fun. Oh no. It's okay. No, it's okay. I said so. I did mention. So in fairness to me, I did mention it had contrary when we faced it, but I only talked about it because when I was choosing like Emolga's move, I was like, oh, I don't want to try and lower its stats because its ability will then raise it. If I try and lower its stats will get boosted. But then the reverse is true, that if you try and boost its stats, they then get lowered. So it's like, I forgot, I didn't think to point that out from a teammate point of view. We have to be, so like we've got lucky with like our Dynamaxing and stuff. But yeah, like when we Dynamax, if we use any moves that like buff our stats, they're gonna weaken Malamar. So okay, I am useless here. Unfortunately he really bullied Center Scorch, I feel like. So I'm gonna cheer you guys on. Okay, we powered up Dynamax Energy. Oh no! And Malamar's defense, like, no! No, am I cheering? I just made Malamar worse. No, I didn't mean to. Okay. We're sorry, Malamar. We're so sorry. Oh, Malamar's like a good opponent, but like not a good teammate, apparently. Body slam, come on. No! Oh no, and it's shaking off the stats. No, we didn't do enough damage. It's like gonna go full unleashed. No, Zen headbutt. Oh, there's so much damage. Oh no, it's using Luster Punch. Oh, but it's using Malamar. And then Gloom's gonna go, we did it. Yes! Yes! Oh, Latios is still smiling. I know, right? He knows what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Okay, so, right, not shiny. Ooh. Hang on a minute. No. I couldn't really think what Malamar looks like, but I am going to look it up on my phone, because I'm like, what does a Malamar look... not Malamar. What does, Center Scorch look like? Because I'm just not used to that brown color. I think basically it's like underside is a different color. I've got to look this up. Hang on, Center Scorch, because I have no idea. I know basically Center Scorch, like... So basically, Center Scorch has one part of its body a different color. But the problem is on its, like, model... Okay, yeah, no. So, basically, that brown part would be blue. That brown on its back would be blue. But if you look at a Sizzlipede, the pre-evolved form, you can hardly see the difference on its model. You can hardly see the difference. Just because of, like, the angle you're looking at it from. But, yeah, no, Center Scorch is much easier. The brown is replaced with blue, so that is a more noticeable thing. So, okay. But, yeah, not shiny. Malamar's not shiny. And Poliwrath is not shiny either. Which of these do we want, though? That is the question. I might go for the Poliwrath. Again, I'm probably going to just, like, toss this later, because I like, don't have any room in my Pokemon Sword save file. So, chat, my lovely chat. Did we I don't think we really had anyone lined up for the next round, unless cramming we did, in which case remind me, and if we did, then I was just joking. We do have people lined up. But if we didn't really have a team, no shinies for anyone, but if we didn't really have anyone, what we can do is we could kind of look at... No, I was going to say, Charlie, would you like to go again? Because you did super chat. That is the other thing that will bump you up the list as well, I suppose, if you super chat. Technically, because it seems unfair to... If someone super chatted, that's very generous. And Charlie did have to leave earlier, so Charlie missed out on a lot of the stream. So if Charlie does want some kind of Bagsy position, Nay ain't okay. Yeah, because you haven't been with us for a while, have you? So you could be a good number 2. Or, well, you'd be number 3, because I'm number 1, Charlie's number 2, you're number 3. And then Miss Wannykins. So do we want to say that? Although Ryan could join us as well. So I can't remember how long it's been since everyone raided and stuff like that. If Charlie wanted to do another, I would like to. But if we do have 3 other people, it may also be... Basically, this is going to be the last one we do, is the other point I was going to get at. Because we're kind of, if this takes another, like, 20, 30 minutes or whatever, then that will kind of take us through to the sort of, the 3 o'clock-ish time that we usually go to. But yeah. So we'll save the game 50 bajillion times. So, hang on. So we sort of had like Charlie, Nay, and Miss Wannykins, but then also Lake as well. But then I feel bad because now there's 4 and there's only 3 slots, unless the 4 of you will just play together. Shiny, I love it. This makes me so happy. Okay, let's get rid of these because we've done. Yeah. Wow. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we've done 7? 7! I guess we went through a bit quicker today, haven't we? Okay, so I'm going to save one more time, and then... Okay, well, I am going to be a total coward, and I'm going to set this up, and if you want to join, you can join, and if you feel like you want to sit out, you can sit out. But of the people who said they were gonna join, the 4, because we had a 4. So we're gonna go 1 4 1 5 0 2 1 2, and I'm just gonna hit invite, and we're gonna let people in chat decide whether they're gonna join or not out of the 4 people or whatever. Hang on, let's see. Beau, I don't think I told you that the shiny Swablu you caught after that Larvesta finally evolved into Altaria. Nice, that's awesome. So, Naotoke is joining. And then Charlie, if you do want to, just because you did miss out earlier, and you weren't here last week as well. So, like, you did super chat and you weren't here last week, so that's kind of why. That's why Charlie was, like, the one person where I was kind of like, I kind of want to just give, like, the slight bump to Charlie, but then whoever wants to join last, you are welcome to. But yeah, Shiny Altaria is a really good one. I remember that I have them through... It's funny, I have them through Pokemon Go, but then I do have a bunch from Scarlet and Violet, I think, as well, or I do have 1 or 2. And then I think I've... Oh, and I think Altaria was... Was Altaria one of the... I think Altaria was one of the Ultra Wormhole Pokemon. So I had a load from that, and then they had a Community Day. But then I've also gotten them, like a Shiny Swablu randomly in Scarlet and Violet as well. So I've ultimately ended up getting them anyway. Mr. Wannikins, you going in? Okay, there we go. And then Ryan, if you are here next week, and if you're here next week, and if you're here at the beginning of the stream, you can be like first to. You can be in with the first to go. Outside of anyone with time constraints. Okay, hang on, let's see what we got. Oh, I do like a Maractus. Oh, but I do like a Lilligant even more. Oh, and Dusclops is pretty good as well. These are all really good. Oh, Maractus is really good, but I'm going to go for Lilligant because I do like Lilligant a lot. Maractus will absorb all water-type attacks. So if we have anyone who's like weak to water, Maractus will just absorb that. And it's very... But Hitmontop's really good as well. Ooh. Okay. We have a nice little team going here. Oh, you caught one in Go the other day, Ryan? That's really cool. So there's a fire-type Pokemon at the end. So all these grass types we picked will be useless. Why can I not figure out what that Psychic is? It looks like something on 2 legs. It looks like a weird Mr. Mime. Oh, a water type. Well, is that like a Gastrodon or something? Well, it'll be good. Whatever fire type is at the end, like Moltres, Entei, Blacephalon. Oh, water. Yes, you could be right. Because I'm trying to think of like what like Oh no, for this. Okay, this is Gastrodon. But the Psychic, I don't know what the Psychic was. It sort of had like little noodle arms. Oh, Naotoke! Naotoke! I did the exact same thing last week, literally. Like, people who were watching, like, Xander and Kramen can tell you. I was like, is that like a Wartortle? And then it was like a Gastrodon. And I was like, oh, the flippers threw me off or whatever. I think... Didn't I do the exact same thing last week with Gastrodon? And then there was another one where... I thought it was like... I thought it looked like a penguin. But then it was like... But it was a bit like the Xatu thing, where it was like the top was the bottom and the bottom was the top or something. I can't remember. But no, I did the same thing where I was like, the flippers threw me off. The Gastrodon flippers threw me off. They look like little feet. They do look like little feet. Oh no, it was this. It was this. I thought it looked like a penguin or something. Because like the little flippers look like legs, and then the little... Yeah. it's got a really weird front profile. If it showed it from this angle, I'd be like, oh, it's a Gastrodon, because it looks sort of quadrupedal. I don't know you know, it looks like it's got 4 flippers, but like, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh no, it's attacking. Okay. So, Skitter Smack. That'll lower special attack. Okay, so I'm gonna go with one more of these, and then we'll be good. Petal Dance and Own Tempo is a pretty good combo in this mode, because like generally if I'm gonna be using a grass move, you know, if I'm gonna be using a move, you're gonna want to use it like over and over and over. Ooh, trying to sneak in with that Shadow Sneak. Max Overgrowth. I'm really happy. I had Shiny Hisuian Lilligant, and I had Shiny Petilil from Legends Arceus. But, like, Shiny Petilil is quite similar to regular Petilil. And so in Scarlet and Violet, I was like, oh, I'm never going to catch one of these. It's really annoying. I'm just never going to be able to, like, you know, unless I look, like, really closely at, like, every Petilil. And then one day, a couple of months back, I saw, like, a little cluster of them. And one was, like, lighter in color, and I was like, okay, is that just, like, the lighting and the shadows? Because the lighting in this game is horrendous. Or have I actually just stumbled upon a Shiny Petilil? And it was a Shiny Petilil, and I was so happy. And, so Maractus, if you want to, this is Miss Wannikins, isn't it? So, Miss Wannikins, if you want to switch for that, I will let you have that. Because we need to beat Fire later on, and you're, like, way lower on health. So, and I can set up light screens, at least. And use Pollen Puff to heal people. So, our grass types are not going to be very good at the end. So we're probably both going to want to be trading out by the end of this thing. But okay. What is that Psychic type? That's driving me nuts. I'm going to take a screenshot of that and look at it later. Okay, so hang on. We got 3. So there's Cryogonal, a Grovyle, and so we don't want Grovyle. And oh, Beheeyem. I don't have a shiny Beheeyem. I'm picking Beheeyem. It's going to be harder to take down, but also, like, Cryogonal's good against a Lilligant, so... And we've got Dusclops for the Beheeyem. So, you encounter the scientist. The scientist's like, I have discovered an alien Pokemon. I'm not gonna just randomly trade for this, because I like my Lilligant enough to keep it. But we'll... I think last time I spent about like 20 minutes or so setting up the stream, which is probably why we didn't do as many. But I'm glad we've been able to do so many rounds of this today, and just get to play with a lot of people. And but yeah, it was a Cradilly. Oh, that's pretty good, because like Rock is good against fire. So yeah, no, that was a good gamble, Charlie. That was a good gamble. Sorry, just a random thing. Sometimes, like, you know, like if I'm like, because sometimes I'll like think of random English things and like random English people, but like celebrities, not like people who are like my close friends or anything like that. And I'm actually gonna like do a quiver. No, I'm gonna set up a light screen actually, because this thing has like special attacks. So I was gonna do Quiver Dance, but sometimes I think back to like old English things, and sometimes like I never actually do this, but I kind of always want to as a joke, but just ask like random questions about celebrities, but as if they're like family members. So like when you said like I'm gonna gamble, I'd be like, oh yeah, Ed Gamble. How's Ed Gamble doing? Is Ed Gamble still around? Or something like that. Even though like he was sort of, you know, like I don't know, he I'm like, of course he is. He's like, you know, getting bigger and bigger and whatever, but yeah, no, I do kind of like, I do miss Christmas time a bit in England, just because I did always really like that time of the year when like everything would kind of shut down and you just get to spend time watching like Christmas movies and all the Christmas television, and like BBC would always just have like loads of good movies and television on at Christmas. The Christmas telly was always really good, and And so I do kind of miss. It's not, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's not worth like, you know, like over $1,000 and the stress of like 11-hour flights and airports and stuff like that for. But if I could like click my fingers and be in England, I would, you know, I would like sort of spend it in my family with my family because I do like all that sort of like, ooh, like the Christmas telly on the Beeb and all that, you know. But do you like all that, Charlie, or do you just not care? Christmas telly is great. You've put yes. Lake, I forgot where I was for a minute there and was surprised to see Genshin mentioned. Yep, no, I know. That's the thing. I'm sort of like, it's sort of like, come see the voice of Chongyun stream, and it's like I'm just like secretly a poker tuber. Okay, we've got to catch the Beheum because you can't get a shiny Beheum if you don't catch it. But yeah, no. So, but the Christmas telly on like, you know, the BBC and stuff like that was just always really good and really nice. And like Doctor Who is back, and it's Russell T Davies, and I haven't been able to watch any of it, but like that's really cool and makes me happy. And there's like Doctor Who on Christmas this year. Like they haven't had that for ages. So I am gonna take this Beheum unless no one else. But I think just because like I need to get rid of the grass type, and it has Meteor Beam, which is super effective. So I'm gonna go for it. Because like rock moves are good. Beau, you have to know which Doctor is my favorite. So I will just say, hang on, I will answer that question in a second. Hang on, we've got some kind of, oh, that's a Swampert on the left. Oh, Swampert would, okay. If we hadn't just got rid of all our grass types, Swampert would be good. Steel type, I can't tell what that is. Maybe that's like the anchor. And then Psychic, that's like a Slowking. Honestly, Swampert, although it's bulky, it could be useful against the fire type. And hey, a shiny Swampert would be fun. Unless that's not a Swampert. Wouldn't it be funny if this is now not a Swampert? So Ryan, you have to know which Doctor is my favorite. So, I haven't really ever delved much into Classic Who. So, you know, my favorite Doctor is going to be biased from sort of, you know, like Christopher Eccleston onwards. Okay. My personal, and I haven't like watched the Jodie Whittaker era, although no offense to Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, but it does sound like I haven't missed out on too much. But with all that said, so I like my choice isn't Jodie Whittaker just kind of by virtue of the fact that I, you know, I haven't watched her era. I've only seen like clips of it. So the choice comes down to either Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and that's it, isn't it? I'm looking forward to Ncuti Gatwa though. So it's a choice between them. My choice out of those four is Matt Smith. I just really liked Matt Smith for some reason. I just really liked him. I know that perhaps his first season was really good, and then the other two were kind of like okay. And Peter Capaldi's like such a different one from all the others, and he was excellent. And David Tennant's just like the solid. David Tennant's an interesting one because he's either he's like a load of people's favorite, or he's a load of people's like, no, not him kind of thing. Because it's like he's sort of the like obvious choice as a favorite because like he was really good, but like, you know, he's like the mainstream favorite kind of thing. But then other people, you know, so I liked Matt Smith. I just end up really liking him. He just kind of had a bit of everything and was interesting and weird, and I liked him. But Peter Capaldi was excellent. David Tennant is just brilliant. You know, he's just good. You know, he's like good at the action. He's good at smart. He's good at being confident. He's just good. But then Christopher Eccleston, you can never diminish or ignore what Christopher Eccleston did. And although he only had one season, it was a very good season. But Matt Smith is my personal favorite. Who is yours, if you haven't already put in the comment? Oh, David Tennant was your favorite because he felt like ADHD personified, which you adore. So that's like, I think they are all good answers. I do, again, from what I know about Jodie Whittaker, I sort of feel sorry for her because it maybe feels like she never really got to lock in what her Doctor was. Like, there are elements to her Doctor that are there, but then there are some which are not there, and some things that are kind of inconsistent, and you know. So, but again, I don't know enough about it. I've seen clips and heard people just didn't really enjoy her era, unfortunately, and it wasn't really super duper to do with her. It does just sound to do with the writing and also the production. I am gonna throw that as well, because I've watched clips where like some of the editing and stuff was like really weird. Like, they'd have these high budgets, but then like scenes would be edited together in weird ways, or like shot at like weird camera angles and stuff like that. I don't know what, so I don't really know what was like going on there, but I love how we keep getting those shadow sneaks in at like low health, but they still don't quite do enough because Dusclops just isn't quite good enough. So, okay, Cradilly. Cradilly is such a good Pokemon. I've talked before about how when I first ever faced a Cradilly in Pokemon Ruby, when I was doing my first ever champion fight against Steven Stone, and I was just throwing every move under the sun at it, being like, what type is this? Because I just didn't know. I was like, it's green. Why is it not weak to fire? You know. And then the excellent follow-up question. Question for Who fans: who is your favorite companion? So again, kind of similar again. So I'm gonna throw my hat in for this one, because this is going to be a Swampert's going to be even better against a fire type. But if Nay Ain't Okay wants to switch as well, that's totally valid. Because Beheeyem isn't really going to be that useful. The thing about Meteor Beam is it's a 2-turn move, so it's like just not really that good. Like, I think Swampert and Dusclops is a better team than... Oh, it's Blacephalon. But Dusclops is super effective against this. So, but it's also weak to it. But then Beheeyem would be weak to it and wouldn't have anything really much to... I think Dusclops is probably the better thing to have. It would have been fine if we'd had Beheeyem and Swampert instead of Dusclops and Swampert. But I'm going to go with Earth Power, I think, instead of Water Pledge, because it is the more effective of the two. So Ryan then asked the good follow-up question: who's the favorite companion character in Doctor Who? Again, mine kind of sticks to the modern thing. So Rose is cool, and my favorite actor, I kind of almost forgot my favorite there. My favorite was Martha. I really liked Martha. I know she only had one season, but she was really good. I really loved Martha. I thought she was fantastic. But I do also really like Amy, and again, like, you know, sort of pairing up with Matt Smith. And then Clara was one who I didn't really glue too much at first or anything. But then by the end, I sort of liked her more. And then as I've kind of like reflected on Doctor Who and got to watch little clips and bits of it again over the years and stuff like that, and once I kind of realized more about like her story and stuff like that, I do like Clara a lot now. Like, it's one of those things where I used to like Amy a lot and Clara not a whole lot. And then now I'm kind of like, I probably like Clara more than Amy now. Also, though, I want to just give shout out to Rory, because Rory... Even though I struggle to say that name because of the double R thing. Rory was brilliant. Like, he was so funny. And he was great. So I liked Martha's my favorite. Shout out to Rory. And then I probably do actually rank Clara above Amy now. And then Rose, much like David Tennant, is just like very solid and good. Nothing wrong with her. Again, unfortunately in the Chibnall era, it sort of sounds like there were a lot of companions and they didn't really get to have all the expansion and development that they needed. Not that you can't do it if you have that many people, it's just, it's a harder thing. If you have that many characters, it's a harder thing to pull off, and it just sounds like they didn't pull it off. Not impossible. Again, it's easier to focus on one character than three, but that doesn't mean if you have three characters you can't do it, but then you do have this issue where they don't quite work. So none of these look shiny. Gastrodon shiny is quite similar, so make sure you do check it. But I can tell that this one's not shiny because the coloring in Sword and Shield is better. The Beheum, I can't remember what color it is, but that's the regular colors. And Swampert is purple. So that looks to be it. So I don't know which of these to keep. It's either Swampert or Beheum, I would say. I don't know which of these to keep. I don't know which to keep. I think I already do have a Swampert in my boxes, and I don't really know whether I have Beheum or not. I'm just gonna get Swampert. Whatever. Okay. So, yes, Blacephalon the clown is down. That's the thing, Rory was great. I think you kind of almost forget about Rory because he came along in a later season when it was kind of like a sort of like a second partner, you know, because you kind of think if you think through the Doctor Who companions, I think people would probably tend to think, they'd think okay, there was Rose, and then there was Martha, and then there was Donna. Oh yeah, I like Donna, but I just never really rated her high because I think in my head I always kind of viewed her kind of from her first episode rather than how she was at the end. She was way better in the series than in her first episode, but I think I always hold on to that first episode kind of a bit too much. But so I think Donna's actually my least favorite, even though I'm really happy she's back for the regular series, and I'm sure she wouldn't be my least favorite once I see the Chibnall series. But anyway, Bark. Again, sorry to kind of poop on the Chibnall series without having seen it, but I have also seen a bunch of clips and stuff like that as well, so it's not totally that I haven't seen it. But that's the thing, if you count Captain Jack's a good one. You know, and even Ricky or Mickey, sorry, not Ricky, Ricky's the other one, Mickey and stuff, and stuff, so, yeah, but that's the thing, I think when you sort of think of the companions, you tend to sort of think okay, there was Rose, and then Martha, and then Donna, and then Amy, and then Clara, and you kind of do that, you don't really sort of, you know, when you're listing them out in your head, I think that's kind of what you do, and you kind of oh yeah, there's Jack and Mickey, and then there's technically there's even Adam in the first season, and then for that one episode, and then you know, and then you've got your, you know, Rory, and you know, I kind of forget about Matt Lucas as well. Matt Lucas was there, he was there for a year, you know. But again, I tend to think of I've forgotten her name. Pearl Mackey's the actress, but I forgot the name of the character. But she was really good as well. I really liked her. So right, no thanks. We don't want clowns. We don't want to remember any clowns. K9. So yes. So okay. Chat, I know we probably do technically have time for one more, but I think I'm going to call that it for a day because we have done 8 of these or 7 or 8 of these or something like that, which is quite a lot. Yeah, we've done 8 of these, so I think I'm going to leave that there because we're still going to do one more of these next week. So I'm going to go put this Selgor in a box in Pokemon Home and register him to my Pokemon Home. But thank you all so much for joining me here today. This has been a really fun one. I'm sorry that I get so lost in conversation threads and stuff because something will happen on the screen and then something else will happen or whatever. I didn't even get to talk about how I'm so excited to be playing Xenoblade 3 in you know, now that we're in December. I'm so excited to be playing Xenoblade 3 in a few weeks, you know? Actually, I'll talk for a minute, but I'm really excited to play Xenoblade 3. I was going to joke as well. It's really funny, right? If today had been Saturday the 1st of December, not Saturday the 2nd of December, if it had been the 1st of December, I actually wouldn't have done the Dynamax Adventures, and I actually would have started a whole new series. Because someday I am going to do this, but someday I am going to do the fabled Pokemon Sword with only Ice-type Pokemon. Because this was the original plan before, but then by the time I was finally able to stream, Scarlet and Violet were right around the corner, so I never did the Pokemon Sword series. But I do want to do it someday. I do want to do Pokemon Sword with only Ice types. And one of the ways that you can accomplish this, and why it's even a better game to do it in than Scarlet and Violet, somehow Sword and Shield is better to do it in than the open world game, is because we do have the open world of the wild area. And in the wild area, you can get Ice-type Pokemon. And the way you can reliably get Ice-type Pokemon, but the way you can sort of reliably get certain Pokemon in this game, is on the first of the month, of every month, on your real world month, the weather in the wild area will be all synchronized to a particular weather, depending on what month it is. So, it's like, oh, in the summer, there's, probably like in July or June or something like that. It's like, oh, you get like sunny weather for like every single one of these dots. It'll be sunny. But if you play on the 1st of December, you get snow. And so if I had been streaming on a Saturday, on the day where you get snow in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I would have been like, screw it, we're doing the Ice-type challenge. Because I was going to like, I'm going to put it off until I have better equipment. But the streams run better these days, so, maybe that is a thing. But yeah, but here's the funny thing, right? So, but here's the really funny thing. So, it's not Saturday, December 1st this year, right? It's the Saturday the 2nd. But each day, normally when a year passes, each month gets pushed to the next day of the week. So the 1st of December would go from being a Friday in 2023 to a Saturday in 2024. So I was thinking, maybe I know what we'll be doing next December. Except that is not true, because 2024 is going to be a leap year, which means there's an extra day in the year, and which means that December the 1st next year, unless I've got my numbers wrong and everything, is going to be a Sunday. So basically we're going to get pushed over on another Saturday. So unless I like stream on like Sunday next year, but that's not going to happen. But we'll get round to it at some point. There is one other time that you can do it, but yeah. Anyway, that's the story of December the 1st and December the 2nd. I'm gonna save my game a bajillion times because that's what we do here at Bovio Games. And then I'm gonna turn off and I'm gonna start saying goodbye to everyone. And I didn't even get to do my joke about Xenoblade 3. Oh, well, I'll do it for next week. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for playing the game. I'm sorry that none of you guys seem to get any shinies this week, but hopefully next week that will change. Like I said, if you play this mode for like 6, 7, or 8 rounds, you are like about 50% likely that at least one person will get a shiny. It's a pretty wild thing. So we'll be back next week. So here's the plan for the rest of the year, though. I don't know when Pokemon Sword with Ice types will ever happen. But basically, the plan for... This is why I was talking about this. The plan for... So next week, so what will that be? The Saturday, 9th of December, we'll do Dynamax Adventures one more time. Just the one more. And then we'll say goodbye to it forever. No, not forever, but we'll say goodbye to it. Or au revoir, not goodbye, but until next time. And then Saturday 16th, we'll have the new DLC, so we'll kind of blitz through the story with our ice types. If we're not able to beat the story, then we'll kind of carry on into the next week, the Saturday 23rd. And on the 23rd, we'll just do more DLC stuff, because I'm sure there'll be enough stuff for at least 2 streams in the DLC. And then on the 30th, we'll do more DLC stuff as well, because I'm sure there's we'll either do more DLC stuff or we'll do like a shiny hunt with all the new Pokemon that are available in the DLC. So that'll be the plan for the rest of the year. I did have a plan for what I was going to do next year. I've had a plan for what I was going to do throughout 2024 for a long time, but the potential video game strike has jeopardized that. So once we get to January, I don't know what we'll do. But on January 2nd, we will be having a birthday stream, because that's when my birthday is. So we will be doing another birthday stream. I didn't know. It was really funny when planning out these Dynamax Adventures streams, because if you remember, I didn't know what I was going to do for 3 weeks. So I was like looking at all my games and I was like, what can I do? And I came up with loads of future streams, and I came up with loads of birthday streams, and I came up with like a couple of birthday streams, but I couldn't figure out what to do for these 3 weeks. But I do know what I'm going to do for my birthday this year, and I'm really excited for it, and I hope you'll join me and celebrate my birthday. And yeah, and do whatever stream we're doing. And whoa, sorry, I've just checked my chat because I was just like taking off some stuff. Jill with another $5 super chat. Good golly gosh, Jill. Good job, Beau and the homies. Everyone stay hydrated, take your medications on time, and have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you're around next week, please join us next week. I'd love to see you. But yeah, also, I'm sorry that my Englishness absolutely ruins the word homies. It does not suit my accent. But thank you and thank you for George the Groudon. Yes. Oh, Ryan, you're not going to be here next week. Dang, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully you join us for the Ice type challenge. That'll be fun. It's not multiplayer, but you know. But thank you so much. This was really, really fun. I'm going to go eat some food and go box some Selgors. And I will see all you guys next week for more multiplayer, one more round of Dynamax Adventures, and then we'll get ready to dive back into our Ice type team in Pokemon Violet, which I'm very much looking forward to. But I am nervous. This DLC is supposed to be tough, and it's also supposed to have a lot of double battles, and it's like our team is kind of prepared for double battles, but I don't know how prepared. But I also have a few extra tricks up my sleeve as well, which you'll just have to see what those are. So take care, everyone. Your girls are unique. Hi and goodbye. But thank you so much, everyone. Take care. See you later. And bye-bye. Oh, also, I'm going to log into my YouTube account and check that bad words list and update that. Thank you. With the word that rhymes with scorn. Take care, everyone.